Hello there! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hi! Oh yeah, I am prepared right now for tonight. And then for yesterday, for Irium... did those 2 specials for Gaim. Like, oh my goodness, learning more about the aftermath for Baron especially was Like, Kaito's Riz is too powerful. Like, what the heck? Like, sheesh. It was also funny seeing the other apple. Like, gosh darn it, Takatora. You too. And then tonight's probably gonna go back to Drive. Because I'm not sure how to approach, like, the other ones for Gaim specials yet. But for now, Sniper Apple Pie. Hello, hello. I feel good that I was able to prepare her. So file, basic info, code name, Apple Pie. I know it's Exia, but Apple Pie. Gender, female, combat experience 2 years. Place of birth, Laterano. Date of birth, December 24. Oh, right before Christmas. Race, Sancta. Height, 159 centimeters. Infection status, non-infected as confirmed by medical report. Physical exam, physical strength, standard. Mobility, excellent. Physical resilience, standard. Tactical acumen, excellent. Combat skill, excellent. Originium art simulation, standard. Ooh, you got lemon and apple pie? Oh, that is amazing. That is the perfect 90th pull. I love it. Wait, really? Before Gaim Gaiden came out, Takatora's actors stated that the Betsy's are very well. Aww. Darn. Yeah, I guess we now know who his wife probably was in the soccer universe. Which is so funny how this character that I'm calling Apple Pie, considering that inside of that one Gaim special, her apple pie was just terrible. And now profile. Apple Pie is a citizen of Laterano and as such, is entitled to the privileges listed in clauses 1 to 13 of the Laterano Constitution. She's an employee of Penguin Logistics who specializes in covert communication, armed escort, and other undercover activities. We suspect she's a messenger. While contracted with Penguin Logistics, she serves as a liaison to Rose Island, assisting us with our operations. I am totally convinced too, especially with that one scene in the balcony. Probably right on the balcony, actually. Clinical analysis. Imaging tests reveal clear normal outlines of internal organs, and no abnormal shadows have been detected. Originium granules have not been detected in the circulatory system, and there is no sign of infection. At this time, this operator is believed to be non-infected. Cell originium simulation, 0%. Operator Exia shows no signs of erypathy. Blood originium crystal density, 0.12. Operator Apple Pie sometimes delivers packages with originium content, but has not caused infection to date. Archive File 1. She is different from most Laterano in that she is an unabashed optimist. Proficient in various means of entertainment, she's a member of the team who always manages to keep herself upbeat, no matter the situation. Her generosity ends up being the primary reason why she's broke all the time. Oh, she's always broke? Oof. Archive File 2. The gun is a unique mid- and long-range weapon rumored to be discovered by Laterano, thereby becoming one of its symbols. Shabu's character exists even to let Kaito's actor just behave the way he usually does in real life. Wait, so he's usually that, like, happy-go-lucky? I was getting so many flashbacks to Blade with that one episode of Hajime-chan. I was like, oh no, it's Hajime-chan's episode all over again. Though good for Kaito's actor in that case. And hello. It's Killing power isn't exceptional, but it's better suited to the average Laterano citizen's temperament than cold steel, thus becoming the weapon of choice in Laterano. Everyone now carries at least one for personal protection. Apple Pie may seem laid back, but her marksmanship ranks among the top at Rhode Island. On one hand, she lacks the attention span for things other than maintaining and operating her gun. On the other hand, her innate marksmanship talents, including visual tracking and timing, are the envy of all sharpshooters. Kaito's actually just a pool IRL. Oh man, that is such a whiplash. Archive File 3. While Exia goes against what anyone might expect of a Laterano, what's even more unbelievable is that she never endured a difficult childhood thanks to a peculiar hobby. Nor did she decide to rebel due to some unfortunate circumstance. She loves only happy things and grew up a happy person, simple as that. Judging from her background, maybe the Laterano aren't as close-minded as popularly portrayed. Archive File 4. Even with a halo and wings, people often forget Exia is a Laterano. Only when the topic swirls around religion does she react with the piety so characteristic of the Laterano. Few places outside of Laterano hold such primordial, pristine faith, and because of that, very few notice Apple Pie's piety. But those who do realize the same person holds such progressive values and at the same time retains reverence for her faith without any apparent contradictions. Also, only by observing Exia from this perspective could one realize that behind her wicked smirk lies a pure soul. Promotion record. Apple Pie is my polar opposite. She seems to get along fine with anyone, but that's very few people close to her. Texas. What a promotional record. Or promotion record. And now for some incoming mail. Ta-da! Don't worry too much about Laterano people. They can cope fine no matter where they end up. Good for them. Oh yeah, I've seen the new Ellies. I'm surprised there's 2 new Ellies. But no Ellie Japan. Like gosh darn it, I wanted Ellie Japan to become playable. Or at the very least a skin for someone because that's a nice design. Pop, pop, pop. Bang, bang, pop. Da-da-da-da, ba-bang. Top tier sound effects. Pew pew pew, bang bang. One enemy left, exactly 1 rubber bullet left. No waste, no pollution, all emergency conserved. It's great for the environment, what do you think? What a persistent fella chasing me down 3 blocks and whatnot. I already told you, I don't have the goods.
You bitch. What are you going on about the environment for? You trying to mess with me?
Took you that long to figure out? What else was I to do? Taking out the lot of you would have been super boring. Anyway, I guess the game's over, so like, would you care to say any last words? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Stay back. Get away from me.
Last one is gonna be regular Exia, and then afterwards, to the event. Also, I need so much more EXP tickets for my Apple Pie. I also want to raise my lemon. I want lemon and apple in the same team. 3, 2, 1, and time's up. Bang, you're dead. Bullseye. Look at that impeccable aim. Good job, me. Heh, guess I'll treat myself to an extra slice of apple pie today. Yum. Next up, back to work. Today's last address. Center Street number 127. Ah, Choi Restaurant. I want food. Whoa, I'm sorry. Did I just bump into you? Don't worry about it. Ah, Choi Restaurant is that way, totally opposite direction. Ah, you're right. Thanks a bunch, mister. Don't mention it. It's not every day I meet a fellow countryman. Huh? A Laterano? A messenger by the looks of things. Messages, huh? It'd probably be a good idea to write home before Samhain. We should have some stationery back at the base. Guess I should pick up some souvenirs to send over with a letter. Oh, gotta finish work first. Now where is it? Ah, Choi Restaurant. Oh right, here it is. Excuse me, anyone? Penguin Logistics home delivery.
Who is it? Whoa, what happened here? What's that on the ground? Is he dead?
It's no big deal. Don't freak out over every little corpse. Penguin Logistics is offering a special smash Bloody Street sale. Act fast within the next 3 days and get our deliveries half off. Anyway, these are the goods you ordered, right? So casual. It's like, yeah, and what about the dead body? Ooh. S2M3 and S3M2 on her and she's level 84. Ooh, nice.
Express delivery? Wait, I don't think this is right.
Eh?
I did order something, but it's only been a few hours since I placed the order. There's no way it could have come this fast.
And that's where you're wrong. You said it's been a few hours, so getting it now sounds just about right. After all, speed is the lifeblood of the logistics industry. Amplifiers, lanterns, and flower baskets. Whoa, are you opening a new store?
Yeah.
Wow, good luck. Anyway, all your stuff's right here. What's the matter? Something wrong?
I must say, this is exactly what I ordered. Are you for real?
Real as the wings on my back. Intercity deliveries are a piece of cake. Would have gotten here even faster if not for those troublesome fellas lying over there on the road.
Huh?
Alrighty, don't worry about it, okay? If you're good to go, please sign right here.
Oh, here and here.
Very good. That's another job well done. Ooh, very famous pirate ship. I'm gonna check it out real quick. I wanna see. Queen Anne's Revenge. Oh, I love that. And she's gorgeous. She's perfect. Bye-bye then. Remember to leave me a good review. 5 out of 5 stars.
Hey, hold on. Ugh. Good grief. Girls these days. At least clean up the trash you brought with you before you leave.
What do you mean, trash? Based on what the citizen folks are in Laterano, you feel both Apple Pie and Azelle are similar in a way in that if both of them just stayed in Laterano, they would have lived pretty peaceful lives. They would be the prime example of a normal citizen in Laterano. I feel like that's most of them who are like born there. And that finishes up the last item. With that, another day of work comes to a close. Yo, Texas, Croissant, the two of you done with work yet? No issues here. Everything got delivered. Got my hands on the boss's things over in my end. Some fellas tried to swipe the stuff, but I took care of them real good. What's so interesting about an old box anyway? Ain't got a clue as to what's inside. Maybe it's something dangerous. Either way, it's a responsibility to get rid of anyone trying to drag us down, no matter what. Anyway, that's that. Time to head home.
Stop. Right there.
Apple Pie, you're in charge over here, right? Why is this guy still able to walk? Or to talk? You can't use live rounds in residential areas. These guys don't exactly look like gangsters either. If I don't follow the rules, things will get pretty messy for us. Besides, we're here to help rebuild the neighborhood, and we were told not to cause any trouble. I made specially sure to avoid any vitals. I suppose so. Give them a lifeline, and people here should be able to seize the opportunity and pull themselves out. Should be fine. The last time Apple Pie was able to use live rounds was when she was picking up that Rhodes Islander, right? Them was some wild days. Boss sure does seem sweet on that Rhodes Island. I reckon we got a long and fruitful relationship ahead of us. Sounds about right. They've got some pretty interesting folks over there, so it's no surprise that the boss has taken a liking to them. Enough to cause trouble. Isn't that the boss's favorite? You can say that again. But getting sent overseas to work sure sounds like a pain in the tail. That's pretty much the same thing we do, isn't it? Just with some extra mileage. The salary and overtime pay there are pretty darn good too. Throw in whatever the boss gives us over here, and it's like having twice the moolah. Wait, we pay that good? Ooh, Good for us. No foolin'. Double? Looks like this little lady's about to be laughing all the way to the bank. I wanna go too. Apple pie, bring me along next time. I knew that's what you'd say. Oh crap. How do I get this ladle ready? Come on, Texas, pick up the pace. We gotta hurry back to base before it's too late. Get in the car, hang on tight. Wait, hold on a sec. Okay, I'm ready. Step on it. Where's the fire anyway? Hey, Texas, ain't you gonna ask why she's in such a hurry? There's always anything that matters. Oh, the happenings in Penguin Logistics. Texas came home in Syracuse, and Sora also stayed in Nuovo Volsini. Sora becoming quite famous musician in there. Emperor's also calling for a meeting between the Lord of the Beast. Exias is now gonna come home to Laterano, so the only one left is the enigmatic croissant. And Minos. Ooh! Ricky has some unique connections there. Oh man. Croissant is just holding down the fort. Huh, good point. Hey, don't talk about me like I'm not here. I'll have you know it's super important. If we don't get back soon, the apple pie put in the oven's gonna burn. How in tarnation is that important? Whoa, Texas, how fast are you corning? It's okay, she has Professor of Curvature. She can turn the corner real well.
Too slow. I had time to enjoy 3 LPs, both sides. Is it your legs or your brain? How'd a couple of simple deliveries take that long?
Phew, thank goodness. The apple pie is safe. That's the aroma I could die for. The heat's just right too. Absolutely perfect. Yo, listen to me when I'm talking to you. Boss, it was Florina to get back here. Lucky for us, we didn't bump into any cops. Last thing he wants, a ticket popping up on the doormat. That'd be a month of Texas's take home down the drain. In other words, Texas put her own salary on the line to rush back over here, so don't blame her, boss.
Texas, what you got? You gonna let the girls leave you and leave you their messes to clean up like that?
It's whatever.
Ugh, lame. Because I'm so magnanimous, I won't make a fuss over y'all being slower than a bad dump. Now, where's my stuff?
Right here. I'm excited for the event.
Now we're talking. Yo, X. I need my chair and those fancy electric specs.
Coming right up, boss. What'd you get this time? Huh, this box is pretty heavy. Some kind of machinery? Oh, I think the logo on the other controller shape's given me a clue. It's gotta be the thingy-majigger that's all sold out of the markets. Some last generation video games console. I heard some rich folks have been buying them up top dollar.
Heh, games. Who's to say that life ain't just one big game? Texas, hook it up.
This line here? Whoa, we got a picture. Oh? Looks like a side-scrolling racing game. Direction keys, accelerator. What game is he playing? And what console did he buy? Hello? Apple pie and vanilla ice cream does sound good right now. And then, what's this button here? Is this supposed to be a bomb? It ain't no bomb. Looks a bit more like
an Originium rocket launcher.
I knew it! Wait a minute. Ain't this one of them games? The kind where you dodge obstacles and whatnot to get to the end? Why'd they put in an Originium rocket launcher?
You damn fool! Like hiding and dodging is the only way to reach the end.
I get it now. You can just charge forward in a straight line and send anything in your way packing. No, that's the kind of game I like. Nice and simple rules. Looks like the controls are working just fine. And I think it's even got a 2-player mode. Say, boss, wanna give it a shot?
You challenging me to a match? What's the fun in playing a game you know you'll win? Texas, you're up.
I know. Great. I got full ammo. Watch this. You went and blew up all them buildings in your way. Sounds about right for you, actually. What's wrong with taking down a building or two? I'm gonna win this round for sure. You're wide open. Fires an explosive at the opposite lane. Whoa! They let you shoot at each other at the other player's lane? Nobody said you can't. Indeed, nobody said you can't, but if you're gonna pull that trick on me, don't blame me for what happens next. As they say, an eye for an eye. What goes around comes around. Dodge this if you can. I'm gonna blow you away. What the heck? You can just go and shoot the other car too? Nobody said you can't, right? I'm going for the gold, baby. Somebody's at the door. Good afternoon, everyone. What are you playing? All the yelling and screaming spooked me at the door. Well, if it ain't Sora, come in and take a seat. Apple Pie and Texas are playing video games. Boss got his flippers on an old game console, and he's letting us have the first go at it. Wanna play? Video games? I think I'll pass. I'm no good at those. Oh, by the way, I grabbed the mail on my way in. Are you sure you can keep this up? There's a whole mountain of bills this month. And one more thing. Here, there's something for you, Apple Pie. Mail for me? Wonder if it's a bill or a challenge. And I'm sure it's not the diploma that the school was supposed to reissue, right? What's that? You never got your graduation diploma? Of course I got it. It's just, the last time I got in a fight with the gang, I accidentally burnt it all along with the fake banknotes and the fake diploma the boss made us. I even reminded you. Did you now? Sorry, I don't seem to remember that at all. That does seem like something you do. But this letter looks like a pretty ordinary personal letter. It probably isn't any of the things you just listed off. Hard to say. Hey Croissant, here's a controller. Take my spot for a bit. Can do. Let's take a look. The Duck Lord was fun. The Duck Lord and his gang. Huh. It's from my sister. Now that I think about it, I did run into a Laterano messenger earlier today. Whoa, if she wrote this whole thick stack of stuff, she must really be worried sick. Apple Pie's sister? Wait, hold on a second. Why do I seem to recall that your sister was in some kind of accident? Isn't that why you came all the way to Longmen looking for Mostima? It sounds right to me. My sister was in an accident a number of years back and ended up in a deep coma in the hospital for a long time. But she'd already woken up by the time I left Laterano. Huh? What's wrong, Sora? Why do you look like you just saw the boss gyrating while singing some sappy love song? Huh? Where'd you get that overly specific example from anyway? My eyes already hurt just thinking about it. Nothing. Don't mind me. It's just, I sometimes feel stupid for genuinely worrying about you. Let me guess. You didn't happen to misunderstand something before, did you? Really? You serious? Though my sister did have some pretty severe injuries, she's been gradually recovering. Otherwise, how could I just ditch her and run all around the world? You do have a point, right? Well, I can't blame you for misunderstanding. After all, things did look pretty dicey back then. And I thought someone like her never could have gotten hurt like that. But there she was, her bloodied, unconscious body. Bloody? Yeah, things got way crazier than the last time we were... things got way crazier than that time than what we normally get into. I always thought I was a pretty brave girl, but I clearly remember being scared into a cold sweat. Just thinking about it now still makes my hand shake. Not even kidding. At the time, I hadn't sorted things through my head, and I nearly jumped into a fight with the one who brought my sister back. I can imagine. But the person you just mentioned, was that Mostima? Bingo. The very same. After bringing my sister back, she immediately disappeared to Lord knows where. Even after my sister regained consciousness, she wouldn't tell me what happened. How could I go on without knowing the whole story? So basically, I just wanted to find out what happened. I chased Mosima all the way from Laterano to Lungmen, and that's when I met the boss. Hello, hello. How do I put it? So it's like... that whole thing with you joining up, plus the fact that you always try to cut the conversation short every time Mosima's name comes up, I just assume you had some bad blood with her. If we're talking about how Mosima always dragged my sister into working overtime, and how many times it ended with me getting stood up, then yeah, we do have some bad blood. Huh? You knew each other as kids? Darn it. I can't paint a mental picture of your sister at all. Just the thought of there being another person like you is already giving me a headache. Don't you worry about that. She and I are very different. Really? Yeah, after all, we don't share any blood. What? No foolin'? Of course. Wait, Croissant, how come you're listening in? You ain't never talked about your past. I'm so curious I just can't help myself. I don't talk about my past? Oh, let's save the story for later. Don't get distracted. Just keep gaming. Too late. I win. Ah, Texas. That's darn underhanded to pass me up like that. Ah, total defeat. Everyone sure is curious. But did I really never bring up the thing with my sister before? Well, I guess it's not altogether surprising since nobody bothered asking. Speaking of Mostima, I've been waiting for eons now and she still hasn't shown up. Is the boss trying to pull a fast one on me? Whatever. I'll just have to go with the flow. First, gotta write a response though. Wonder if we have any snacks that won't go bad or break. Oh, apple pie. Where you going? Not going to play anymore? Right, you guys have fun. I'm going to go shopping for some nice gifts. Be right back. We'll have a rematch later tonight, Texas. The round just now didn't count, so let's have a redo. Just you wait. I'm gonna win for sure. But did she win? I feel like she probably got distracted and lost again and again and again. Just How old was Apple Pie at the time of the accident? Because depending on how old she was, I could see why Mosima wouldn't want to tell her like the full truth at the time. It's like maybe when you're older, depending. Constants within changes. And heck, like after Sissy wakes up, if she doesn't want to tell the full story either, then Oh, 2 to 3 youngers, you think? Like heck, I'm not even sure how old she's supposed to be right now. Constants within changes. Live in the present and enjoy it. I'm curious now. Where'd you run off to in the time it took me to use the toilet? Would you believe me if I told you my life was at risk? I was under the impression that Lungmen was a city of law and order. I'm just as curious as you are as to why random pedestrians would be after my head in such a well-policed city. Okay, I might actually have a pretty good idea of why. Go find a milk tea place and get me a cup. See ya! Hey, what the hell's up with your... Dawn Destroyer? Texas, you could say we're coworkers, right? More or less. I don't think coworkers are supposed to draw swords at each other. But Apple Pie's been looking for you this whole time. And you're a slippery one, so I figured it'd be easier to hog-tie you and haul you over to her. Oh, Syracusans, you always get the job done clean. I have to admit, though, I was never this close to letting you do it. But at this point, you can't catch me anymore. Emperor talked to me about you. I never planned to take you on alone. Ta-da! Hey, Texas, aren't you on delivery? Why do you need me of all of a... Yeah, why do you need me all of a... Huh? Hi there. Mosima? Just happened to bump into her. Good going, Texas. Same plan as always. I'm up front, you're up around. Tie her to a chair. I've got all sorts of ways to make her spill what you're looking for. Syracusan ways. Texas ways. Elle, you're not really going to fight me, are you? Why not? The boss talks a lot about business culture, even though his slogans change every day. I've always held on to one for myself. Play hard. So let's play, Mosima. Alright, we'll play a little game of cops and robbers. If you can catch me, you win. Does it matter how you do it? You can even smack me around, Elle. Use your gun if you like. Huh? Don't worry. The commandments don't protect fallen angels. Oh... Wait, I can't use guns downtown, and you don't get to use your arts. Okay, let's dial up the difficulty a bit. I won't use my arts. But you're still gonna use your swords, right? As long as you don't resist too much, you probably won't get hurt. Alrighty, 3 winks. Not slightly. Start. She's fast. I know all your tricks, Elle. I know all your little tricks, Elle. Of course you do. I would be super duper salty about being ghosted like that. Especially since you probably looked up to Mosima maybe a little bit too. It's like, oh my goodness, you're so close to my sister. My sister's cool friend. Who's now ghosting me. Texas, have you eaten? Yes. How about you? I'll manage. Then let's get going. Alrighty. Food sounds pretty good. You seem pretty busy today, apple pie. I'm okay, croissant. You're setting a stall up over here? Sure am. Didn't have much work today, so I figured I'd do a little hawkin'. Oh right, have you seen a blue-haired angel? I think I saw her linger here for a little while, from off in the distance. If you mean that Mosima of yours, she went that away. Alrighty, thanks a bunch. That about satisfy ya? And here I was thinking you double-crossed me halfway through. Yo, playing some kind of game? How'd you know? Well, I reckon since you've been ducking her this long, if you didn't want her to find you, apple pie'd never see heads or tails of ya. Then why didn't you help her? Let's just say you've piqued my curiosity. Of course, since I helped ya, you gotta show my enterprise here a little love. Then I'll have a smoked sausage. Wait, is she selling food? I want... Now you're talking. What do you want to get out of me? It's less getting something out of ya, and more something I want to tell ya. Since she came here looking for ya, and all the time she spent waiting for ya, apple pie's been in Lugman for a good number of years now. But I can see that her search ain't no grave matter of a life and death. Just look at what a walloping good time she's having in Lungman. She talks you up as some kind of unbelievably powerful being, carrying a bunch of secrets you can't tell nobody, hauling a big pile of your own problems on them shoulders for good measure. But it's been an awful long time. You do kind of owe her an explanation. Croissant, grab her. Hey, I gotta start a run here. Fine, good luck. Game on, Texas. The sausage is my treat then. When you're done with this little game, do remember to talk things out with her. I'll think about it. And yeah, it doesn't feel like it's for vengeance. She just wants to know the truth. It actually started to rain. Not a bad thing for someone trying to stay hidden. Huh? A venue change? No way. But it's raining over here. I can't make it over right now. Find a way to make it happen? Hey, aren't you being a bit too unreasonable here? Hey. What a jerk. Treating me like this just because I'm an up-and-comer. Even if I held a cab, I wouldn't make it in time. It's probably too late to call Texas. What should I do? Do I really have to throw in the towel?
You're Sora, right?
Yes. Yes, I am. Wait a sec. A blue-haired Sancto with horns. Are you Mostima, the one Apple Pie is always looking for?
That's me.
I have to tell her.
Aren't you kind of busy?
Oh, I guess so.
I'm here to help.
Huh?
Don't worry. I'll go to her.
Really?
Really?
Then please, I'm counting on you. The address is...
You can tell me on the way. Hold on to my hand.
Oh, so you want to take the rooftops? Whee! Here's good.
Right.
I can't believe I'm here 10 minutes early. Thank you so much, Mostima. Ma'am?
No need for the ma'am now.
But why did you suddenly show up to help me? Haven't you been hiding from Apple Pie this whole time? Wait, if you want to say something, you should be saying it to her, not me.
Right.
Oh, say, this whole time, this is something I want to ask you. Do you mind?
If it's a question I can answer, fire away.
I want to know. Are the Sancta all as carefree as Apple Pie?
Huh? I guess yeah, basically. Most are.
Okay. I work as an idol. This might sound strange, but one of the most important parts of being an idol is figuring out how to read people's hearts. I've always believed that if you can open your heart to anyone, then you probably have more than one door into your heart. The people who seem nice to everyone must be hiding something deep inside. But I don't think that's true for Apple Pie. Did you know when Apple Pie first joined Penguin Logistics, she was the absolute queen of troublemakers? She would believe pretty much anything anyone told her. I still remember the day after she joined. The boss asked her to make a delivery so he could test her. Texas had some things to do, so I ended up being her contact. At first, I thought nothing would happen, but turns out... Basically, you got scammed. Huh? Is that what happened? Of course. In this line of business, it's pretty common for goods to not match up with a sheet on a clipboard, but for there to only be one thing is virtually unheard of. There must have been a mix-up. Oh, I see. I'm pretty sure what's going on here is they're spotting a newbie as a mark to take the fall and pushing the blame for the inevitable conflict onto Penguin Logistics. You're pretty smart, huh, Sora? Texas taught me that too. No. Now's the time. We need to come up with something. Is there a way out of this? The simplest way is to find the gang leader who set you up and have him publicly come out to resolve the situation. But that would basically mean facing down the entire gang, so it's not like it's simple. Then let's give it a try. I just said it's not that simple. Texas, when did you...
I heard a whisper in the wind, so I rushed over. Are you alright?
Yes. But we're in kind of a pickle.
You said you'd give it a try, but do you think you have a shot?
No clue, but since I'm the one who messed up, I'll do what I can to set things right.
Come with me.
Alright. I love the thought of Texas just watching them from a distance. Being like, okay, is Sora and the newbie alright? Oh no, Sora sounds upset. Let me just jump right in. It's like, I wasn't actually busy. So, what was supposed to be a simple delivery task turned into the two of them rushing headlong into territory of a small gang, grabbing their leader, and resolving the incident. From that day on, Texas usually took Apple Pie with her for all sorts of assignments. Texas taught Apple Pie a lot of the rules and laws of the biz, the do's and don'ts, so on and so forth. And now, as you can see, they're good partners.
Does it feel like she snatched away your dear friend?
Maybe a little, but it's more like I'm filled with a sense of awe. I just couldn't stop thinking to myself, oh my gosh, how could a person like that be real? This might sound funny, but I actually ended up spending a lot of time trying to figure out what she was hiding and expose her. But the longer I searched, the clearer it became that Apple Pie really is the same person on the inside that she is on the outside. I'm not sure when it happened, but she became my friend too. After talking to you today, I think the last little knot in my heart has been undone. Oh, I need to hurry up and see the manager. If you have time later, I'll take you out for cake.
Sounds good.
I want cake.
How about you? Have you ever suspected her? Nope. I'm not the type to guess at people like that. Whatever side people show me, I'll believe in it until they betray me. That makes you pretty similar to Elle.
What are we gossiping about?
About whether or not you're a happy-go-lucky fool.
What's there to talk about? Do you think I'm not?
Look.
That's how she's always been from the very beginning. Oh, hold on a sec.
What is it?
I just realized we're right by the place I'm supposed to make a delivery to. I almost forgot I was in the middle of a delivery when Texas called me over. I'll go take care of that real quick. So let's take a halftime break. Wait for me.
So you're not gonna come at me? No, because you're taking your game with her seriously.
The bar over here looks pretty decent. How about it?
Sure.
It's break time. We can have a little drink. Why not?
I've been thinking about this whole time that you get along pretty well with a grumpy friend of mine. And I've realized after meeting you that you really are the type of person she'd aspire to be.
The... what?
She's never said it before, but I know. The feeling of pinning the past onto someone, or clinging to something in the past, for some unpleasant reason, I understand that all too well. But you, for the person she is now, you represent the past that she was chasing after. The one that will only disrupt her present life.
So you really were planning to kill me?
Sort of. I hope you die quietly in some ditch she doesn't know about. Or become an after-image that she can never catch up to. Elle's made quite some real good friends.
Hey guys! I have good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first?
The good news.
Another delivery has been completed.
I assume the bad news is that you pissed off the recipient?
You got it!
Stupid Songta, you're dead. I wasn't done talking. I changed my mind.
Oh?
If you were here just to play the good mentor, bending over to listen to the woes of your disciple because you happen to be in a good mood, I'd make you regret it. But that doesn't seem to be the case. I can tell you on that one, that's definitely not why I'm here.
Did I happen to walk in on a heavy conversation or something? Should I go deal with it myself?
Nah, talk's over. I need some exercise anyway.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Gah, they're too strong. Let's get out of here.
Oh, I'm getting a bit tired.
Want some chocolate?
Sure do. Mosima, want some? Uh-huh. Where'd Mosima go?
Looks like she slipped away during the scuffle.
Aw, Mosimad. She Mosimad? I like how that became a verb. She Mosimad.
There's a letter here. Looks like it's for you.
For me? Huh, don't tell me she... No, hold on. It's for my sister. Elle, I hope you're doing well. I haven't written in a while. How are you? Mosima should be handing this to you personally. If she'd failed to do that, do be sure to tell me, and I will handle her appropriately. Oh, turns out Mosima came here to deliver this. But I guess this counts as her having handed it to me, right?
Read the damn thing first.
For the longest time, I've been thinking about how to tell you what happened as your big sister. Not just because it has to do with Lateran's secrets, but more so because neither Mosima nor I feel about this event the way others do. We're not upset by it, but we have no way to tell you. Then how are you to quell your anger and anxiety? In the end, I chose to hide in Laterano and avoid you, and Mosima also chose to keep an appropriate distance from you. All we can do is hope that you find new meaning in your life on the outside. Don't blame Mosima. If anything, blame your cowardly sister who has been hiding this whole time. How could I ever blame you? I once wished that this secret would never come to light. I wish that person would never reappear. But now that I've come to understand that that was nothing but an unrealistic delusion, I've already decided to join the Lateran Curia, and the reason I'm telling you this is... if you still find yourself interested in the bygone past between me and Mosima, you might get an opportunity to explore it by helping me with my work. Just to be forthcoming, even if you agree, it may take a long time for you to gain sufficient clearance. And without a doubt, this will affect your life in Lungmen. You've been in Lungmen for a long time, and I imagine you're ready to establish a stable and fulfilling life. I don't want to get in the way of that. Last time, I made a unilateral decision about your future on my own whim. This time, you should make your own decision. I hope that when you've carefully thought things through, you'll be able to give me your answer. In the future, I'd like to make time to go see you in Lungmen. I'd like to have a nice chat with you. Your sister who loves you dearly, Lemuen. Your sister's a decent person. Of course, she's the best.
Oh, your big sis is coming to Lungmen.
Boss, when'd you get here?
He's been standing there behind the counter, bartending this entire time. I popped in right at the precise moment y'all walked into this bar.
This ain't the wrong joint, is it? When it comes to payment logistics, Sour is the heart that keeps the group glued. Texas is the guard dog for friends. Apple pie is the breather fresh air. The one that makes your tension go away. One that equals the pessimism with their optimism. For Croissant, she's still enigmatic. Free to say. Ooh. For the one who keeps the group glued, I want to say it's actually Emperor. Like, he's just catching them all like Pokemon.
I choose you. Like, I want you to join. You, join.
So he's just keeping them together. And Croissant, she is the rock. She is holding down the fort for everyone. Like, she's just staying there. And heck, even in her free time, she's making more money because she needs to hustle. Because you see how Penguin Logistics has a lot of bills? Look at her being so helpful. Like, thank you, Croissant. No, it's the right one. Look, it's them. What are you two doing here? Boss called us over. He dealt with that pesky manager, so I made my way over here. Boss, does it mean...
Damn right. We got a day worth celebrating, so I decided we're throwing a party!
What are we celebrating?
Apple pie's sis writing her. What else?
Didn't you find out about that just now?
And we gotta welcome back a long-term expat staff, Mosima.
That seems like a pretty good idea. But Mosima... You called? Whoa, I thought you... Just needed the washroom. Your sister's my boss now. She told me to personally deliver that letter to you under pain of death. Eh? You don't plan on quitting, do you? Well, I guess if I talked about it... There's no way she'd let you.
Aight. Move your asses. Booze, ambience, tunes. Everything's on the Penguin Logistics house tonight.
Woohoo! What can I get ya? Chocolate, coffee, cake, pizza, and barbecue. I want all that now. Gosh darn it, they all sound delicious. But I mainly want barbecue and cake. Like, yummy. Yeah, I'd rather get Mosima than get the Wei and Wu treatment, because oh my goodness. This here's a bar, ladies. A bar. Forget it. Asking y'all's a waste of time. Suppose I'll look in back and see what got here. Just have to make do. Nom nom nom. Alright, I can sing my brand new song here tonight. You all hyped? Is it the same song you asked me to hear that one time? That's right, even Texas has never heard it before. Oh, that song's a bit too mushy and romantic, not my slice of apple pie. That means I'm doing something right. You're tasting way too flashy. If you don't like my ballad, it means I've got the right feel down. Eh? Why are you singing love songs at a party? We need something to get them blood pumping. I'll go check if the gang is out for any more trouble. Oh? I'll go with you too since it was my fault to begin with. Nah, it's alright. I'll be right back.
Texas, grab some booze on your way back. The piss they got here ain't fit for me.
Is the bar that terrible? Eee!
Sure.
Anything you want me to do since I'm technically still an employee of Penguin Logistics?
Too bad, but nah. What if you had a talk with the old fella in your stick there and got us a little show? A song and dance act or something.
That'd be kinda hard on me. Mosima? Huh? Do you know what the letter said? Nope, but I can probably guess. In my position, I'm not exactly qualified to offer any advice, but you have a good group of friends here, don't you think, Elle? Mm-hmm. I could use a hand or two back here. Anybody? Coming. Look, sis, this is the kind of life we lead now. Even though I should maybe blame you and Mosima for avoiding me, it's because of you two that I was able to make so many friends and find this wonderful life. I really love how things are going now. You're right about one thing. I've lived in Lungmen for a long time. My life has gradually shifted away from chasing the past into spending every day with my partners here at Penguin Logistics. But really, that isn't quite true either. My experience has taught me that I want more than just a carefree life with the people around me. Texas has her past to deal with. Croissant dreams of being an entrepreneur. And Sora will also step onto a bigger stage one day. And they all know that I've never given up on chasing after you two. There's no such thing as an endless party, but I figure none of us are actually afraid of that. After all, being the best of friends doesn't mean that we're living lives indistinguishable from each other. What it means is that no matter where we go, we'll still look out for one another. So by the time you come to find me, you might be in for a big surprise. After all, I'm sure I'll give you a very firm answer.
What you spacing out for, apple pie? Get over here and help me pump it up!
Coming! Come one, come all the friends who've crossed our paths, all the unlucky fools who've crossed us, let us all enjoy some apple pie! Delicious! I could go for some. Oh, I'm so jealous. And look at me being so good at unlocking her modules. Apple pie surprise. Can be used in any situation. Personal, customized module, tailored. So fancy. Nobody's going to believe a word of this account. Wait, it crashed. Ah! It's too powerful for the world! Wow, her module is that amazing. Oh, that is too funny. Okay, time to go back in. Of all the times to crash.
Arknights.
Let's be back in, please. Okay, back in. Good thing she's right there. Nobody's going to believe a word of this account. Even if the Pope told me in person that every explosion you've ever caused was an accident. I don't know. I think he's lost his marbles. Here, see for yourself, Lemuel. School cafeteria explosion caused by a bag of flour you dropped from the floor up. Okay, it's unfortunate the chef was smoking down there, but you're telling me you didn't know there was a gash in the bag? A slip up? An accident? Are you a sarcasm now? Alright, fine, let's say this one's an accident. How do you explain the next one? It was you at the ammo dump at the shooting contest, so no doubt about it. Confess. You sent the gun flying that day. You would never believe the colors our headmaster turned when he saw. A ricochet? Huh. You think that explanation is going to fly with me? Even if your whole clip ricocheted, that wouldn't send an entire ammo dump sky high. Stop smirking. Be honest and explain yourself. You managed to hit an ammo carting burden beast, and it startled and ran back to the dump, you say? That does seem quite accidental. But you absolutely had intent in that classroom one. What flight of fancy drove you to the place an explosive below the lectern? Wasn't that your favorite teacher? What? You wanted to give her a nice surprise? Ha. A very nice surprise. The lectern blew up before she'd even come in. See? Your mouse is... What? Expired fireworks? Judging by appearances, it does seem so. Fine, Lemuel. I'll treat everything here on these records as accidents, but I'm warning you, from now on, I'm the one in charge of this school's disciplinary issues. Don't give me all that rubbish, or I imagine you know full well what the consequences will be. What's this? What did you bring? A present? A model gun? Candy bullets? Humph. It seems you know a thing or two about my tastes. Excellent. I hope you remain this tactful and on a permanent basis. You may go, Miss Lemuel. Are these really candy bullets? Ooh, raspberry. Perfect sweetness. The model is made amazingly well, too. It's a shame it probably won't fire. Let's try the trigger and see. Ka-chunk! Bam! Oh, it was probably a huge explosion, too. I imagine there's like a giant hole in the wall. It's like, oops. Like, well, in this case, we can't blame her. Sheesh. What a prankster. Welcome to Penguin Logistics. Oh, look how cute this is. I like her figurines of everyone. They look too precious. Of course, we have apple pie, croissant, Texas, Sora, Emperor, and little mini penguins, too. Little babies. I love it. Miss Lemuel, the boss runs this karaoke place. Order whatever drinks and fruit you like. Just wait a little. The others will be here soon. I was only like, hey, a welcome party sounds fun. Didn't expect there'd actually be one. But of course, we always have our employees' interests at heart here. Lemuel waves as the waiter leaves and pushes open the heavy booth door. No streamers, no poppers, no cheering, no singing, just the cool blast from an AC blowing in her face. She scratches her head, then she notices, in this completely empty room, a couple of motley balloon people waving in the artificial breeze. Wait, am I seriously the first one here? Is this one me? Looks awful. I like it. She tugs on the paper tassels adorning each balloon's head, then notices the nameplates on each of their chests, the meticulously presented IDs taking her back even more than the exaggerated, abstract faces. Corporate spirit. Nice. Her text alert beeps. A message pops up from Texas. Urgent business. Be there later. Then comes rapid fire pings, messages rolling in, one after the other. Bad news. Producer's really picky about the latest demo. Heading back to the booth for retake now. Start singing without me. Super sorry. Aw. Aw, hell. So Syracusan fellers got in a fight. Burned down my storage lot. Be half an hour late. Waiting for the fire truck. My car's not starting. Which of you used it and didn't gas up? Lemuel's phone quiets down. Nothing new in the group chat. Just lit up. Red indicators on each message. Maybe I ought to send something? Lemuel muses aloud, rubbing her chin. The balloon figures dance on. She deliberates for a brief millisecond, then gives up. Never be the first one to speak after the boss. It's a golden truth. Never even to the last serious... Sacred even to the least serious of Laterans. A one-person party is still a party. She gives a casual shrug, grabs a tambourine with her left hand, and brings up the menu with her right. Coming up, Almighty, all-loving Savior. A gospel tune from Laterano. This one goes out to the boss. Give thanks to him for my daily bread, for place to rest my weary head. I will remember your kindness and glory. Heh. Thank the law they aren't around. Adding another bottle of whiskey to the cart, Lemuel pushes the button to call the waiter. If I ever catch any of you failing to gas up again, you're on package sorting duty for life. That's Emperor, slapping his belly as he goes. Sorry, I'll remember next time. That's Texas. I'm sorry, Mr. Emperor. I can do package sorting, but after the sampling stuff last time... That's Sora. No way, listen to me. I'm broke as a wishbone right now. That's Croissant. Everyone's here, the new co-worker's just behind the door, and they're eager to meet her. Emperor opens it up, and joyous singing pours out, poppers and streamers burst overhead, with air horn blasts assaulting their ears. The red-headed Sancta stands on the couch, raises her mic, and leaps into the crowd, right onto 5 balloon people who utterly fail to support her weight. They pop, and she crashes to the ground, yelping in pain. Erg, welcome to my welcome party, my work buddies. They sure have met her now. Aw, they exploded. We don't get to keep the wacky inflatable tube men. At least they lasted for half an hour. Good on them. Darn. And now for the masses travels. Ehehehehe. Boop. Apple pie is more of a prankster than I thought. Like, holy cow. Is it kind of like a fortune cookie? Have a treat. Wait, what did she do to be wanted? Girl. There she goes. And are we having a food fight in a way? Oh, it is a food fight! Mmm, yummy. Oh, look who's playing. Hey, girl. That singing's too intense. I mean, that music playing's too intense. Oh. What happened to this party? Why is everyone after each other? Wee. Oh, he made it. Look at the little emperors. Thumbs up. Bye bye. Oh, that's gonna be a big blast. man, imagine being the one cleaning up after this. I like how after that blast, just like, you know what, we're done here. It seems pretty deserted. Oh, down to the creepy basement. Nom. Can't put my drink back on the ground. The masses travels. Babysitting criteria? Babysitting? But why is it called babysit? Oh my goodness, we're actually babysitting. Enlightened pacifier. The enlightenment of the shrine of nursery has spread like wildfire, and both the living and the unliving have sprouted halos. The first pacifiers to receive them wandered off through the shrine in their confusion, leaving countless babes to suffer restless nights. If you're able to return them to their posts, the beleaguered nurturers will be happy to give gifts as thanks. A pacifier soaked in saliva with a miniature halo atop it. The child who threw it away is now wailing incessantly. Guide the way for the lost pacifier and return to the child's side. What is this? What are these event items? Oh my. Okay, so sweet dream. Babysitting! I did not expect it to be babysitting. And sweet dream hall, of course. Ooh, hello, Mia. Hello, bestie. Yep, I need that. Okay, now for reals. A glance at the shrine. That was just chaos. Fallen, demons mutter in their ears, and so the angels' halos are extinguished. This sounds chaotic. It sounds like it's gonna be dark, but then I saw pacifiers, so I'm not sure anymore. I guess I'll find out here. Baby. I pray. I pray that the sick people in Faber Central Hospital get better. I pray that Papa, Mama, and my sister will always be safe, healthy, and happy. I pray that the Lord will always be with us. I pray that the spiritual light will always shine in Laterano. I thought the experiment was over, Lemuel. Didn't you hear? The investigators came to school today to tell us our results. They even brought fruit tarts. The 2 patient groups at Faber Central Hospital were discharged today. Basically, the recovery had nothing to do with our praying the past 2 months. The investigators told us not to be sad. It was all a social experiment by the 6th Tribunal. She's adorable. If prayer doesn't help, why do we pray? Papers. Hello, Signora Cecilia. Another report from Nuova Volsini. Over the past 6 months, they have established trade with 17 nomadic cities. Like a dire swine that never rests. In the process, they have sown new seeds across all Syracusa. It sounds like you approve of Nuova Volsini's interactions with other cities, but do not intend to endorse the promotion of the new Urban Management Act. You're the one who told me that the youth need to be tested further after you return from Carnival.
I suppose I recall something to that effect. News from Turney. Unusual movement in Lupicarm. The Golden Empress has been actively issuing edicts, where her counterpart has not been seen in public for a long time. Her neighbor seems eager to change, desperate even. Not just Lithuanian, there are more than enough new sprouts upon this land. The matters of the familiae should not occupy any more of Syracuse's time. You seem ready to fall asleep. It's almost time for my siesta. Do you like this fabric? I can have a suit made for you. I have just a tailor in mind. I appreciate the offer, but there's no need. Still prefer your cassock? I'm a priest, Cecilia. But there's no church in the city. It's been almost 70 years since you left Laterano, hasn't it? Almost 70 years? Dang. Like, sheesh. Oh gosh. Get to meet Anduin by total coincidence, introduced by Lemuin and Mostima, both of them not particularly vengeful like Fiumetta. Like, this is our Captain Anduin, the friend who shot me. I would be so wary about that person. I'd be like, you guys might be chill with him now, but I don't trust him. 68. The Sanctus sense of self is as persistent as our sweet tooth. But you've never thought about going back. You have no need to. The walls are still white, and the people still happy. Nothing ever changes in paradise. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come with me to Syracuse. I'm not so sure. Oh? My hand's been trembling every time I grip my patron firearm. Maybe my old house in the Holy City has sprung a leak. We're relics of a bygone age, Cecilia. You know how old people have hunches about certain things. Yawn. You should take a nap on the sofa. Maybe we can find another setting to talk once the down payment for this fabric has been made. Sorry. These two are so close. He's just taking a nap on her couch. Father, you didn't just fall asleep on your feet, did you? Father, are you alright? Hurry. Oh, so I'm curious about the fabric. Like, how soft is it? How amazing is it? I want... Hello, Cliff. What? Is that all? Tila, is the boss alright? Why do you ask? These are all documents that he reviewed. The only thing legal changed was the formatting. He shouldn't need to spend so much time with them, should he? I think Mr. Cliff is looking at the letter. The letter from the frontier. What was the name on it again? Woodrow? But there were only 4 words in it. Amwell, take care, that's it. I've heard a couple of things about Davistown. What are you getting at? The ship will be approaching Max DC in 12 hours' time. How long have we been planning our entry into that capital market? There's still a lot of problems to solve. Look at the people behind me. All our top ranks are waiting for the boss's orders. But at a time like this, he's all tied up with his I don't even know what to call him. Mr. Cliff went to meet a certain Mr. Jackson before we set out. The vice president? Do you mean to say that the boss has gotten the official nod to our corporation? Our cooperation with the companies in DC? Don't get too excited. No employee of Black Steel worldwide should doubt Cliff. Anything you don't think of, he will. Anything you can't figure out, he will. He was the one who put this team together. And he was the one who spread firearms beyond the walls of Laterano. He was the one who expanded our business across the frontier and beyond Colombia. Mr. Cliff is a great leader and a remarkable sancta. I agree completely, but have you seen the look on his face? What could those 4 words have done to him? Ladies and gentlemen. What, did the power go out? Did some stupid merc knock something over, or did engineering cross the wrong wires? Fire.
Good news! The wildfire's already finally extinguished. The bad news is that half of the hillside has been burned away. Sheesh! Woody? Are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm fine. It's nothing. He just came back from the woods to the west, where the worst of the fires were. He braved the flames to clear a control line. He might have forgotten his age. Can't let the fire take it all. Now when things are finally looking up in these parts, I'm fine. I really am.
It's good to hear. I was worried.
Say, Woody, do you want to look at this?
That's thick. Some kind of important document?
It's from Black Steel.
You're not gonna open it, Woody?
No, I don't think I want to. What if it's a whole stack of gold certificates? Would go a long way to filling the gap the fires left behind. Well then, you open it. Gladly.
Is it money? Well, Mr. Cliff can sure write a letter. It's so long the end is touching the ground.
What's the matter, Woody? I suddenly have a headache. Is it the letter or your wounds? Both.
Mainly the letter.
Were you waiting long?
Mr. Zell.
Happy birthday, Cecilia.
Aw, it's her birthday. This cake.
I, made it out of sweet potato. I couldn't find cream or confetti sugar, so I sprinkled some dried vegetables on top of it. I tried to find the ones that had better colors.
Healthy.
Sorry, I did my best. Slaves don't have access to the nicest things. Galena helped out.
It's lovely.
Make a wish, Cecilia. Well, I can guess what you wish for, don't worry. I've been asking around. We'll find your father.
Yeah. But my wish today is, I want to blow out the candles with you.
Huh?
You've been helping me ever since I lost my mama. Even quitting your job at the Nobunaga Hall and coming with me all the way to Castel. You've been by my side for so long. I know you're in a lot of danger here, where my papa was born. It was you who taught me not to give up hope. That's why I want you to do this with me. The last thing at my birthday party.
Cecilia. Okay.
Aww. Zale feels the warmth of Cecilia's hand on his own. He sees the birthday cake made from sweet potatoes and the girl with eyes full of excitement and the big smile on her face. Before the flickering candlelight, both of them bow their heads and begin to pray. Hello, hello.
May the Order of Laterano shine upon us. Show us the path of life.
That we may ever live in joy. East of the east of La Unidad, Laterano, Holy City of White. Alert none. Is that you, Aurela? Such noise. We're due for hymns in 10 minutes. The children are practicing.
I'm talking about you, Nueda.
Is it done?
Buried in the backyard. You can breathe easy now.
Shouldn't you wash the blood first? The children could come at any time.
What? Are you afraid they might see me? Afraid they might hear the beloved sister, Nueda, talking about killing people with that terrifying piece of metal?
Don't talk like that. We wouldn't be here if not for you. Because you took out the gun, I'm able to teach them hymns and tuck them into bed.
Humph.
Was it Singa's soldiers or true Bolivarians? Guerrillas this time?
Does it make a difference? A bunch of stinking parasitos who only know how to take from others. Never imagined there were shitholes like this when I lived in Laterano. I know. These sort of things don't happen where you come from, in Laterano. Your weapon, your dress, your habits. You still carry yourself as a Lateran. A Lateran? Ha! Honestly, I still don't know why you follow the Lateran faith. I grew up in Bolivar, with no one to rely on. All I've ever known are these parcitos. I wanted to believe there was more to the land than ruined houses and barren fields, more than just war, death, and taxes. I wanted to believe there was a place full of food, flowers, and hope. And you wanted those chicos to believe it too. One person's faith is no faith at all. We all need to look out for each other like you and I do. I wouldn't say we're looking out for one another. Shh. Aurela, you protected this place as the holy light protects Laterano. You've let me imagine a paradise bathed in holy light, even if I've never been there. Which is for the better. If you really do believe in a paradise bathed in holy light, it's definitely not Laterano you're looking for. Look elsewhere. We're about to abandon this abbey after all. Time to go in, sister. The children are waiting for you to lead the last verse. Aurela? Yes? Why did you leave Laterano? Because I sinned, that's why. Idiota. Could she be a Kukulkan? Nueda pushes the chapel door open. East of the east of La Unidad, Laterano, holy city of white. There, the earth hides no bombs. There, the fields share wheat most bright. Abode of our Lord, font of parental love. Oh wait, she could be, look at that tail. He hears her prayers, he grants her wishes. All shall bask in his love. Even the legless, even the armless. This might be our last Vespers. For years, we tried to keep a low profile in this lawless land to avoid the attention of the Singas nobles and the thugs who call themselves guerrillas. But they followed the trail of some escaped convicts and found our abbey. They're now looking at our farms and burden beasts. Aurela has scouted the area. Tonight, she will lead us through a nearby canyon, and we will leave this place. We might go north into the plains, or south into the jungles. It'll be a long trip, but we've been blessed with good harvest. We'll have enough food. Sister. Don't worry, Hugo. Trust Aurela, trust me. Trust yourself and those around you, and trust Laterano. Keep your voice steady. You remember the last verse, don't you? East of the east of La Unidad, Laterano, holy city of white. The guns there shoot fireworks. The targets are all apples. Through the chapel windows, Nueda watches the sunset. The halos of the Sanctas in the procession continue to illuminate the room. And the choir sings. She has sung these hymns countless times. It is said that they were first written down by the saints on their long and difficult journeys and passed down through the centuries, translated and arranged by Bolivarian scholars. Laterano will protect them through briar and bramble, through the long cold night. Oh? What the? Perhaps the sun left too soon and forgot to leave some light. The halos and wings of the Sanctas in the choir suddenly shatter. And their light is extinguished. Nueda is stunned. Her esoteric knowledge is vast, thanks to the legacy of the Kukulkan. Yep, she is one. Kukulkan. But not a single word or symbol explains the scene before her eyes. She is so stunned that she forgets to stop singing, murmuring the hymns by sheer instinct. Trembling voices echo throughout the chapel. Abode of our Lord, font of parental love. He punishes evil and drives out injustice. All shall bask in his love, whether they have scars or stones. When we pray sincere, he gives us bread. When we seek salvation, he sets us free. Murda.
All the halos went to the pacifiers, apparently.
Agonir, your halo. Do you mind? What's going on? Calm down. We figured out what's going on. Somebody forgot to set the right parameters when testing a gun in the firing range. Accidentally overloaded the power grid. Engineering's on it and the power should come back any minute now. Although, something doesn't feel quite right. It's pitch black. Of course something doesn't feel right.
That's it. Where's Mr. Cliff's halo? It should be shining like a lamp. Mr. Cliff?
Woody, I'll get a doctor.
Woody, no! I guess they're not updating their sprites.
Or actually, no, kind of.
Mr. Zell, your halo, your wings. What?
I'm fallen? Why?
What? Was it my fault? Oh no, it's not your fault, Cecilia. Happy birthday.
Laterano.
It was such a cute birthday moment, and then she's like, oh no, is it my fault that I wanted to blow out this cake with you? It's not your fault.
Senor Lemoine. Saw you from across the street, but you didn't answer when I called your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was about to.
Oh, I forgot. It's your first day. Let's see, your Eminence, Cardinal Lemoine, is that right?
It's giving me goosebumps.
Hey, from submitting the application to becoming a Cardinal's aide to finally getting a job, all it took was 2 years, right?
Only 2 years, only. I know their wings are darker, and their halos are darker / cracked in some pictures.
Isn't that a new record for the 7th Tribunal?
It took much longer than breaking the wheelchair speed shooting record.
Huh?
Just a joke.
Milkman. Well, we all look up to you.
There are 200 households up and down 3 streets waiting for you to deliver the sissy milk for their morning fruit tart and post-meal desserts. Meanwhile, how often is a Cardinal's presence really needed for diplomatic and national security business in Laterano? Who's to say which one of us is more important to the city?
Fair point. Guess I should get to work. I'll leave your sissy milk at the door. 2 servings as usual.
Yes.
Where's Senora Lemuel working anyway? One day here it's a logistics company in Lungmen. The next day, I hear it's security for that pharma company called Rhodes Island. I miss her. It's been a long time since I last saw her.
Who knows? Maybe she'll just show up tomorrow, and she wouldn't be happy if the fridge were empty.
You got that right. Isn't this a bit of a detour if you're headed to the 7th Tribunal?
Just visiting a friend I haven't seen in a long time.
I see. Have a nice day, Cardinal Lemoine. Have an uneventful day. May the law be with you and me.
Have a nice day. Lemon greets the few familiar faces on the way, then makes a turn at the corner onto an utterly unremarkable street. The clouds cast their shadows on their pristine paths. A breeze brings a sweet aroma in the air along with it. Soon, the surroundings grow quiet. As Lemon approaches her destination, her life is undoubtedly changed, but her steps are light. She gladly welcomes these changes. Lemon has always been that way. The Laterans have always been that way. Have an uneventful day. May the law be with you and me. Lemon utters those words. At the end of the street is a massive building that nearly touches the clouds. The streamlined structure seems decidedly out of place amongst the low profile of church buildings around it. It is no exaggeration to say that it virtually appeared out of nowhere, yet it also seems like it has always been there. It welcomes Lemoin's arrival with open arms. It is pretty. Delicious. Or a nice rock. Order. When your call is ignored for so long, suddenly receive a response, will you shudder with relief as your dreams are realized, or will everything feel unreal? Time to earn myself some pacifiers. Yummy. You thought it looked like something that came out of a simulated universe? Is it because it's so shiny? And look, I got them too. I mean, they're still kind of baby, but... Ta-da! Still baby, but it's okay. Which one should I put? Probably 3? I assume. And she's just gonna stay there for fun. Okay, 3. Let's see. I'll just put them in here, because why not? Sure, they're level 1, but it's okay, you know, it's fine. They're powerful enough as babies, maybe. Except I didn't raise her skills, so let me just do that real quick. Ta-da! Look at me being so pro like that. Set as default. And actually, should probably be good here too. Set as default. I scroll too far. Silly me. Getting too excited with my scrolling. Actually, wait, I could give her some levels. So let me just... I'll give both of them a little bit of levels. I farmed a few certificates earlier. Oh, 2 for single targets and 3 for groups. They can be level 21 each. Yeah, my lack of EXP tickets is the worst right now. That's like the one thing that I'm super broken. Which is oof. Shootaholic. Over 10k with S2. That is beautiful. And they'll just be here for fun right now. Warning, warning. Danger. Repeat. Danger. Danger level. Analyzing. Unknown. Removing restrictions. Unlocking bottom level computing area. Deductive computing power exceeds maximum. Laterano. Explosion. Oh, that is not good at all. Nope. Finally, I can catch my breath. I don't think I've talked so much in my entire life, and I've got another lifetime's worth of talking to do tomorrow. Ha. How about we trade drops then? I'll give the Castilian delegation. You deal with the 13th nomadic abbeys, scheduled to arrive tomorrow. How's that? All this running around is hard on my old bones. They'll not be necessary, Reverend.
Petrizion.
How was communicating with our new sarcasm friends?
Fun enough. Not all the sarcasts have set hatred aside. That ancient revenant with Speaker Wizardel, for example, got rather worked up at the mere sight of the matriarch. But the speaker shut them up. She's been so magnanimous that I'm having trouble reconciling my impression with the rumors I've heard of her. The chief spokesman for the Castilian delegation is a lich by the name of Fremont. I wish you could have seen it. A 3-hour debate in which he engaged 17 cardinals from the first and sixth tribunals in a, well, animated exchange of opinions, encompassing everything from politics to the law, from faith to life and death. Small wonder that whole procession of cardinals was spotted around the guava juice machine afterwards. They must have been soothing their parched lips and throats. Oh, Fremont's having so much fun!
Such energy at his age. I envy the man.
Long story short, Kazla accepted a proposal. The royal court will review the legacy of royal authority, and the Sarkas will unite through the mediation of Laterano.
I have also spoken to the Empress's voice. The Lithuanian delegation will arrive at the Holy City early tomorrow morning.
Now that's something you don't see every day.
Remember how few answered the call of the First Summit of Nations 2 years ago? Most thought that the Lateran Declaration was a little more than a piece of paper, empty posturing. Empress Evie Gagnade declined invitation then. This time, she is proactively asking to take part in the Summit of Nations. Even Empress Grimacht, who has long been out of the public eye, came out of seclusion to join the envoy and visit Laterano.
It's a strong show of good faith from Lithuanian. Shall we say the Second Summit of Nations has already met expectations?
Exceeded them, Cardinal Velev, Columbia Ursus Jan, even distinct Ager. All nations that should be here are now present.
It's like a dream.
Only the inevitable result of Laterano's development over the ages. The prophesied calamity draws near. The black snow and the ice of Sami, the hole in the sky above Lithuanian, even the raging tides that dash against the coast, are all portents of this inevitable arrival. In the face of calamity, everyone wants order, Lateran order.
Sure. Yeah, it seems like she's able to get out of the spirals of mean after several years. She went on an epic journey. You're correct. But even after all the preparation, the site still feels unfamiliar.
If it's like that for you, imagine how it must be for everyone else. Even if one has heard of the path that Laterano was paved in response to the prophesied calamity, countless times during one's enlightenment, one cannot help but hesitate when coming face to face with the ultimate end.
What about yourself?
It's bad form to flaunt one's age, but when you get to be my age, there's not much to hesitate about.
Are you ready to retire?
I can hardly bite through a cactus tart these days. This summit may be the last thing I can do for Laterano.
That might be more to do with your taste in food, Reverend. I would have a hard time biting through one of those, cactus tarts you're talking about. You're aware that all the cactus tarts among the refreshments were made specially for you? Literally no one else in all of Laterano has any interest in them. I would eat them. I like cactus candy.
You must be joking. The cactus tarts were a recommendation from an old friend, a true connoisseur of desserts. What was his name again? Doesn't matter. Back to the topic at hand. The doubts among the people make the subsequent ceremony at the Shrine of Nurtury all the more important. We must show everyone, in the most forceful manner, the potential of Laterano.
Of course. I'll get on the handover of the 7th Tribunal immediately. When the Summit of Nations gets underway, I will head to the shrine and ensure that the ceremony is executed without a hitch.
No need to rush. Ha, never mind. Young people are all the same. They complain a lot, but they have no patience when the time for action comes.
Are you reminded of your Fia? I believe she has returned according to the mission logs.
Yes, we'll have a family get-together tomorrow. I hope she likes my gift. Huh?
Oh no, what's the huh? The Shrine of Nurtury. Oh, that's fun and hello hello. The spirals of main Athenian seems connected from the demons in Sami, the collapsals. Okay, yeah, that is just amazing. Like, great job to the Empress if she could take on an army of collapsals. What a miracle. Lemuel, Cardinal of the Seventh Tribunal, go ahead.
Cardinal Lemuel, your presence is required at Via Jovita, Pagus Sivonis, to investigate a possible bombing.
Reverend Patrician, I don't believe this is on today's schedule.
You may not understand, as you were recently created. But emergency assignments take precedence over all other arrangements, regardless of organ.
An emergency assignment? But where did this decision come from? Is there any documentation to reference?
Whether a situation is an emergency or not is always self-evident. There is no need for additional determination. Someone of unknown identity and in possession of unregistered explosives has been seen in public multiple times without notarial hall oversight. This is a grave threat to the Order of Laterano. The centuries-long peace of the Holy City must not be broken by an illegal explosion during the Summit of Nations, with the eyes of all lands upon us. The suspect has been sighted on Via Jovita and Pagus Sivonis. You're the nearest officer of the Curia. Proceed to the scene immediately. Your aide and the notarial hall executors will join you, ETA, approximately 10 minutes following your arrival.
Understood.
Lemuel.
What else I need to know?
I had meant to congratulate you on your creation, but I guess I should wait for tomorrow's gathering.
Will you be there? We all know that you've only gotten busier as your retirement draws near, and you always
put my duties first, I can't deny that. I postponed meetings with old friends so many times that I can hardly remember their names, leaving me too embarrassed to meet with them anymore. But I'll try to make the gathering tomorrow.
Take care, Reverend. I'll head to Via Jovita immediately. Can you hear me? Lemuel? I'm near the Shrine of Nurtury, but something just came up and I need to be elsewhere. Did you say something? I couldn't make it out. Why are you whispering? You're not the type to keep your voice down. No, Lemuel, you misunderstand. I'm fine, but there's a situation. I need to stay hidden and keep quiet. See you at Fiametta's thing then. Sure. Take care. Phew. Fiametta's thing. Oh, it's Hans. He's here. He might be whispering, but he can't fool my ears. I didn't need you to guess where he is. He's not behind the curtains or the pillars. This wardrobe is only half his height. There's no way you could hide in here. Is what he wants to think. What a dummy. It's not that he's dumb, it's that we're too smart. We found you, senior nurturer. Anduin looks so pretty here. Oh, good night to you. Good night, sweet dreams. Why is Anduin so pretty here? Ooh, new Horizon Walker update. Old character finally got their bonding scenes. Oh, it's nice. And two old characters got their signature weapons. Those are always good updates.
Alright, you got me. 30 extra minutes of free time today.
Yay! Let's play Halo, Senior Nurturer. I'll be the first to get in the bottle, and the first one out the front, and the first one you hug. Then we'll hold hands and meet the other kids behind when they come out. Yeah, I don't remember Anduin being that pretty. Are you bothering Anouin again, children?
They just want to play a little longer. It's all fine. Giselle, Romeo, go make your preparations at the Hall of Enlightenment. We can start the game once I get there, okay?
Don't you ever say no to the children? I guess that's why they trust you and look up to you. Just a few weeks ago, they were terrified of these unfamiliar halls. It was a struggle just to give them a change of clothes. Now they feel at home, all thanks to you.
I didn't do anything except stay with them.
You're very much like the matriarch, down to your humility. Just having you with them makes all the difference. I love how they have little, like, ears in their hoodies. Was it not your companionship that helped them... was it not your companionship that helped the mother you and the matriarch brought back through the worst? I remember the first thing the surgeon did after leaving the operating room was to check if he still had his halo. He could not understand how the mother managed to survive with her baby after her abdomen was impaled by a spear. It was a miracle.
We'll call it a miracle once she's successfully given birth. Meanwhile, I will continue to care for her as best as I can.
I'm beginning to understand why the matriarch holds you in such high regard. It's reassuring to know that you are in charge of the most important duty of the nativity, the delivery of the child. The Shrine of Nurture will be ready for full operation if the nativity goes well. Every child born on Terra henceforth shall have the protection and blessing of the Holy City. That'll be a true miracle.
I hope so. I do hope so.
I must not keep you any longer. Giselle and Romeo are still waiting for you. Babysitter time. Via Jovita, Pagasivonis. It's quiet. A procession of halos stretches from one end of the street to the other. No one stops and there's no commotion. Someone may step out of the procession to enter a passing confessional or pick up an ice cream cone from a dessert cart before continuing their soundless parade. Silence and order. This is how things have always been in Laterano, the holy city. I'm in position. Identifying suspicious personnel. No unusual activity at this time. I want ice cream. Oh, totally not sus. A figure flashes by, a corner in the distance. The wind blows her hood open briefly, revealing a streak of bright red. And now we fight. Man, all the talk of food is making me hungry. I was so healthy today, I ate a salad. Yeah, that was my food. And what do you mean it's just a prank? Just a silly little prank is all. It's just a prank, bro. It's totally just a prank. Alrighty, I can start bringing out the others. Okay, you know, let's just face up. Why not? Actually, no, we can face over here. Yeah, this point over here. Why not? Ooh, that's a nice range. Wee. Oh, I gotta bring out a healer soon. You know, healing is good. Healing's nice. Her attack looks so chaotic. Oh, this one? It just exploded. Oops. Speaking of explosions. Ta-da! Oh, that's the thing that lets Evoltus damage and revive operators in its range. Ooh! Ta-da! Have you checked all the intersections?
Yes, Your Eminence. We didn't find any suspicious individuals. We also interviewed potential witnesses nearby, but at this time we have no concrete leads.
Mushrooms might spring up on a wet pillar by themselves, but bombs don't, do they?
Huh? How could they? With the exception of public officers of the Curia and the Shrine of Nurtury, anyone who's in possession of explosives is subject to surveillance by the Notarau Hall. It's been years since an unplanned gunshot last rang out in Laterano, never mind an explosion.
Lemon bends down and retrieves a bomb fragment from a damaged pillar. It's pretty sophisticated. If a bomb like this was filled with standard explosives, the blast would have damaged far more than just one pillar. It is nice, though. Wizardel being the speaker, and of course she still has the Revenant with her. And then Fremont being there too. I wonder if the others would be like, "We're so proud of you, Wizardel." We'll see Holder and Enos in the crowd just like crying, tearing up, being like, "That's our girl."
Do you mean it was homemade? But why? A practical joke?
The Lateran Arms Control List was compiled by the Curia's extremely experienced explosive experts. Pretty much anything that could possibly cause a good-sized explosion is on there. It would take considerable effort to assemble a bomb like this using materials not on the list. No one would do this for a whimsical practical joke. Besides, today is no ordinary occasion. The second Summit of Nations is underway. Lemon recalls a streak of red. She feels a bit of unease and even more perplexity. Give me the files on the recent movements around Via Jovita. Correction, all of Pagus Savonis. What is it? Files that are clearly relevant to the case at hand should have been retrieved by the moment we received our orders. There you are.
Pat's chest. Pant. Huh. Huh. Forgive me, Cardinal Lemoine. Here are the files requested. My name is Aeolus. I'm an investigator with the 7th Tribunal. I'll be serving as your aide and conclavist.
You're late, Amos. Patrician said that you'd be here approximately 10 minutes after I arrived at the scene. Here we are, 30 minutes later.
I'm so sorry. I was preparing refreshments for the welcome ceremony. I didn't think it would be so urgent.
Shh. I assume you've heard about me if the 7th Tribunal appointed you as my aide.
Lemoine the Silent.
I tolerate no excuses. Dude, you're first in the job and you're 30 minutes late.
Want some ice cream, Federico? This one's on me. I'm not in the habit of enjoying dessert in the middle of a mission. Besides, I already partook before leaving the Notarau Hall. So it was you who took the last cup from the lounge. How about you tell me why you rushed out of the Notarau Hall in such a hurry? Reward me for solving the case, so to speak. You've been standing at this intersection for 10 minutes, but there's nothing here. I'm under no obligation to share my private affairs with colleagues. You said you were in the middle of a mission. What's the sound? Oh, you're waiting for a confessional! You certainly accumulated your fair share of sins as the executor with the highest rate of complaints at the Notarau Hall. But it's still a huge surprise to see you proactively seeking confession. Here. What? I expensed the cost of a city gold blind box on the field mission to Sargon, which resulted in my reimbursements being twice as much as what was actually spent on the mission costs. I went out my door with shame weighing on my heart and spotted a confessional driving by. Anyway, long story short, I got myself an annual pass. You can borrow it.
Arrival announcement. Automated confessional. ELC ARO 001 is arriving at the station. Please line up to enjoy confessional services. May all who are lost find salvation. Hello, hello. The confessional enters their view, and Federico reaches out.
Hahaha. Even a robot knows you don't have any emotional needs, Federico. Virtually every Lateran comes into contact with confessionals in the course of their everyday lives. In a way, these machines hold more diverse and comprehensive data than that stored in the notarial hall. They form natural archives, revealing abnormalities. I've arrived at certain conclusions. 1 second, Federico. You don't just share your conclusions, but could you at least explain what you're looking for?
The way the booth just rejected him. Self-reflection is a part of the daily studies of the faithful. As an extension of the church, there's almost as many confessionals in the holy city as there are desert cards. These mobile public facilities roam the streets and alleys of Laterano, ensuring that citizens' emotional relief is always immediately available. In the tiny private space, among the holy sculptures, guns, and pleasant music, a penitent may spill their guts to the electronic confessor. Sins could range from the shame of consuming too much sugar to the crime of betraying one's kin for bringing harm to one's people. After rejecting Federico, the automated confessional ELC ARO 001 stops in an alley, opening its door to allow a mysterious guest to enter. After rejecting... Hey, girl. You're late. Apple pie. You're the one who told me to be careful. I made sure I didn't have a tail on my butt, and you didn't give that stone-faced guy a chance to fiddle with anything. He may have observed something abnormal about me. Let's pray he doesn't catch you and tear you apart, piece by piece. What is it? You changed your clothes. Of course I did. A penguin logistics uniform is way too conspicuous for Laterano. I designed this outfit myself. I've only worn it once, at my graduation. And it's you we should be talking about. Do you know how weird it is to hear your voice come out of a confessional speakers? Back on topic, the experiment failed? I hate to admit it, but yes. It took so much effort to find the replacement materials. The market, the bakery, the playground, the school's secret shop. I went through every single source I could think of. And I didn't even blast the pillar in two. Any materials that's even halfway decent is restricted, and no one could give an answer when I ask why. It's not because of this Summit of Nations, right? If anyone in Laterano thought the beautiful sight and sound of an explosion would be any threat to the Summit of Nations, then it's not me with the problem, it's Laterano. As for the Summit of Nations, they just announced the final event of the whole deal. Some nativity ceremony in that shrine. Are you telling me they built a building big enough to be seen from any corner of Laterano, not as a dessert museum, but to put on some kind of live birthing show? The way that sounds! Welcome to the live birthing show, everyone!
Happy birthday!
Just ah. You have corroborated the anomaly of your home with your own eyes, as you had hoped. As you can see, this is not the Laterano you know. It's not like I could just trust you blindly. You're just an electronic confessor, after all. But now, I believe you. There's something really wrong with Laterano, and the worst part is, nobody thinks anything's wrong at all. I believe in apple pie. The shrine and the ceremony. If all the anomalies are centered around the two of them, then it's on us to bomb them, isn't it? If I figured out how to blow up the shrine that big using only common household items, shouldn't every university in Laterano give me a lifetime achievement award? As long as you reawaken their love of explosions. Can you believe it? The Laterans need someone to remind them that they love explosions. Sounds like a nightmare, doesn't it? Shouldn't take more than an afternoon in the firearms workshop to do the job. Oh yeah, the firearms workshop. The workshop's may be closed, but the people are still around. One moment. Apple pie. I know what you're gonna say, it's too dangerous. Firearms workshop is the first place they would look if anything happened, right? Don't worry, I'll be careful. You do the same and don't get yourself taken apart. That's my job once this is all over and done with. Anyway, welcome to Laterano. What a nice homecoming. My investigation is now concluded. Thank you all for your contributions. We can go back to the 7th Tribunal once we've signed off on the paperwork. If the refreshments at the welcome party, at the welcome ceremony haven't gone stale yet, may I count on your assistance in eliminating them with extreme prejudice? I would like you to accompany me to see the Gun Knights. Amos? Is there a problem?
If by gun knights you mean Reverend Patrician, I'll ask Joshua to accompany you.
Explain.
There was an incident a decade ago when a nomadic abbey was escorting prisoners back to Laterano. A terrible fight broke out between a gun knight and her cohort. By the time the Curious sent someone, much blood had been spilled, and the gun knight had fallen. She was exiled from Laterano and has not been heard of from since.
I've heard of the case.
The gun knight was my wife. It was Reverend Patrician who led the cleanup task force and exiled her.
Ooh. Yeah, I can see why he wouldn't want to meet up. It's like, that was my wife. You've been with the 7th Tribunal for far longer than I have. Conclavist Amos. I don't need to remind you of your duty, and the duty of the Gun Knights.
No, you misunderstand. My wife was entirely at fault. Any Sancto who raises their patron firearm against one of their own must be judged by the law and be expelled from paradise.
Never mind.
I'm in no position to criticize Reverend Gun Knight Patrician. However, I can't bring myself to see him like this either.
Is this how you've handled any previous dealings with the Gun Knights?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Huh?
I'm very sorry. Give me 5 minutes, and I'll try to collect myself. And maybe I can go with you.
I don't mean to reprimand you, but I think that this is part of what we do at the 7th Tribunal. We spend our time seeing people we don't want to see, and not seeing the people we want to see. Or worse, seeing the people we want to see in the worst ways possible. I hated handing down instructions to Mosima and the others.
But they said you volunteered to join the 7th Tribunal.
Because there's a lot I can do here. The same goes for you, Amos.
Thank you, but I don't really have aspirations. It was like that when my wife was around, and even more so after she left.
There's a lot of the 7th Tribunal that needs doing. For example, there's still several firearms workshops that need attention. is our first priority right now. The seizure of the firearms workshops must proceed without a hitch in order to prevent any more explosions. I'll leave it to you. Be quick, won't you? It seems to be connected to the shiny shrine. Did Lemuel notice herself? If so, who's backing her up, or is it someone else? Well, she did send Apple Pie a letter saying that they could work together on something. Are you tired? You've gone through 6 rows of wheat with your sickle since dawn. Perhaps you should take a break by the haystacks. Arturia? I'm not so frail, besides... Nothing. I just want to see where the fields end. I can't make out the boundary, even my music can't penetrate it.
You have to work harder.
We meet again, Sister Hildegard. I like how she's legit doing community service in the fields. Good afternoon, Arturia. I brought your lunch, bread, some ice cream crackers, and a large mug of craft beer. Wow, what a lunch. Thank you. Work harder, you said? What I mean is, there's plenty for us to do. Look at the golden stalks, the undulating waves of wheat. It's another bumper harvest in Laterano. Setting aside our own food stocks, Latin Monastery will be able to put twice as much grain as usual into sissy milk bread and craft beer this year. It'll be a good source of income. Why are you laughing? The way you talk about life makes me appreciate this prison even more, Sister Hildegard. The respect you show for this prison makes me appreciate you even more, Arturia. I'm very curious about your transgression. I heard the other nuns saying that your music is beautiful, but dangerous. I have a question. If I recall correctly, Latin Monastery was founded to protect the Pope and the important clerics of the Lateran Church. Which makes me wonder when this place became a prison. Is it not protecting important clerics and the peace of Laterano to put certain individuals of note under observation? The significance of Latin monastery has never changed. Besides, the more important the monastery is to this holy city, the less likely we will fall insolvent. How did you acclimate to this place so quickly as a library? What do you mean? I grew up here. I see. Oh, I almost forgot. This is what you requested yesterday. Gratias. What made you want to read The Saint's Travels all of a sudden? Why not? Arturia gazes into the distance. Behind her, the worn image of the monastery. Before her, a golden sea of wheat. The wheat fields run to the edge of the holy city and seems to extend infinitely into the distance. The breeze blowing through the wheat makes nary a sound. Laterano seems to slumber. Penance, of course. What other reason might a prisoner have? Hey. So far so good. Oh, tutorial. Oh no, tutorial. Strange days in the holy city. If you're so used to the holy city being an internal, spotless white, then how would you ever notice the changes in the sky casts onto it? Tutorial time. Okay, how bad will this be? Here's a shrine of nursery. Here, thousands upon thousands of children share in the same sweet dream. This is because of the dream tiles installed here, which causes our operators to immediately fall into its dream when deployed on them. Oh, wonderful. The EP. Dreaming operators cannot attack, gain SP, or use skills, and do not even react when attacked. Oh, this is awful. Operator Core is here to help. Oh, she's dreaming and can't block any enemies. Ah. Project Red is trying to intervene, but she can neither deal damage nor inflict negative statuses on enemies while dreaming. We need to wake up our dreaming operators. It may take a long time for operators to wake up by themselves. Let's have our waking operators help out. We can use our slightly extreme measures. Hitting dreaming operators increases their wakefulness until dreaming operators are fully awake. We're literally smacking them awake! Injured operators also gain wakefulness when they are healed. Wow! Awakened operators seem particularly spirited, but not only have they recovered all their HP, their SP has also been filled to max. Good for them. More enemies are approaching. We need to ensure that enough operators are awake. Look at what the children are wearing. They seem to be playing some kind of character. Maybe they can tell us something if we wake them up. I'll leave the rest to you, Doctor. Wake up, children. Wakey, wakey. Oh, this is too funny. Hello, hello. Okay, got one awake so far. Wait, auto manual. Nah, I'm not gonna do that one just yet. Bunk. Oh, this is just chaos now. Hello, hello. Ta-da! Okay, that worked out nicely. Prayer. A miracle befall this land when everyone believes that even the most fantastical dream can become reality. Chaos Nightmare Zero? Not sure what that is. Firearms Workshop. Via Burgos, Pegasus Faber.
Hello? Anybody home?
Sculptures of saints line the walls of a small workshop, acting as makeshift display shelves, exhibiting guns to would-be customers in impossible arrangements. But Amos does not see a single customer. No one steps at the door to the workshop except for himself. His first feeling is that the whole place seems cold and cheerless. Not even the proprietor is present. Gazing on the dim light cast upon the sculptures, his second feeling is one of eeriness.
Signor Paganini, are you in? Why would a gunsmith have such an absurd name?
Amos, what do you have against Paganini? Amos looks around, then bumps into something. He looks around and finds himself staring into a pair of massive, luminous eyes that peer straight at him from the shadows. I love this guy's design. He is beautiful. Massive eyes.
Eek! Who are you barging into my place like this? Let me put my glasses on. A functionary? Sorry, I was taking a nap because there's been no business lately. I wasn't expecting an official visit. I am Cardinal Aide Amos. I came here to see the I came to see the handover of this firearms workshop is in order, and you are. I'm Paganini, the guy with the absurd name. Wait, you're a librarian? Do I look like a sancta to you? Sorry, what I meant is, I've never seen a librarian in this line of work, after all. Only sancta use patron firearms. Got a problem with it? Chefs don't necessarily eat their own cooking. I can't use the weapons I make, that's all. Do you need my gunsmith's license? I've made close to 1,000 patron firearms for the people of Laterano, if not more. Maybe even yours. Phew. This is some real premium work. Well above my craftsmanship, that's for sure. Not that it matters anymore. I'm about to close up shop. All recent orders have been cancelled. The Nobunaga Hall can have this last batch of guns. You've already prepared. I thought I would be in trouble. I'll be trouble. Thought I would give you a hard time. That's not what I meant. The registrar indicates that this workshop has been around for a century. As a librarian who has been chosen to make patron firearms for the Sancta, it must hold incredible significance to you. Save it. Anyone could tell that gunsmiths have become a dying breed these last few years. We've all been waiting for this day to come. If you're asking whether I like it or not, no, of course I don't like it. Do you want to hear about the insomnia I've had lately? I can arrange a confessional for you if you wish. The 7th Tribunal will cover the cost. If anyone here needs a confession, it's you. This old man's set to retire, but my apprentice, Vanini...
I love this. Paganini and Vanini.
She hasn't even had the chance to make her own patron firearm. If all the firearms workshops are gone, you'll be responsible for her future. Of course, closing the firearms workshops is part of a process to make the firearms manufacturing more standardized and efficient. Gunsmiths like you and your apprentice remain valuable talent. I will pass this on to the 6th Tribunal, which is responsible for civil matters. Your apprentice, Vanini, should receive a recommendation to the Shrine of Gunsmithing in Pagus Michaelion, which is almost complete.
Ooh, so okay. They're closing up all the regular blacksmiths, but they're just gonna make like a standardized shop. Man, I'd want to go to the specialty stores. Those are more fun. It's kind of like with buying candy. Like, sure, I do like getting like the generic stuff, but oh, the specialty stores, those are always the most tasty.
Shrine of Gunsmithing, huh? I hope they're that confident when they actually start smithing guns. I have faith in Lateranos. Yeah, I've heard it too many times. If you have no objection, I would like to ask you to sign these papers. Effective immediately, this workshop will cease operation, with the Nobunaga Hall handling follow-up matters.
Sign.
Pleasant day to you, Senor. See yourself out.
Aw. There goes the shop. Pegas Faber. Via Burgos. How familiar. This is the place. They just walk past each other. Amos is like, something feels off, but that's above my pay grade.
Has the connection been established? I think so. We've been waiting for 2 days on the outskirts. I want to go out and get some fresh air.
These Laterans invited us into this mobile abbey while we were wandering in the wilderness. They made us wait like this once we got to Laterano. I apologize for keeping you waiting. 12 other nomadic abbeys have reached Laterano, in addition to the busy schedule of the Summit of Nations. We beg your understanding. The Nobunaga Hall has prepared temporary accommodation in Pagus Ambrosius. Once you settle down, the 6th Tribunal will help you with your registration and social welfare.
Sister, do you mean that outsiders like us will get to stay in Laterano?
From the second summit of nations, Laterano's doors will be open to all races. You shall find a home in the city. Hey, Extra, are you alright? I'll find a doctor. No! You can't let the Sancta find out, not yet. Please let me through.
Don't worry about it, sister.
We can take care of this. You're busy, aren't you? Arg. Pregnant. Are you pregnant, Sarkaz? She's like, ooh, someone for a birthing show. Your people didn't stop the sarcasm entering the Abbey. You're gonna make it a problem now. You want me to go? I'll go. I don't need help from the Sancta. You won't lay a hand on me or my baby. You misunderstand. It's just that we have no directive for accommodating pregnant mothers in the Abbey's standard operating procedures, and thus Sister Angie is not sure what to do. Allow me to bring her to the Shrine of Nursery, Sister Angie. The Shrine of Nursery is not yet open to the public. This is against regulations. Besides, what are you doing here? Our Lord has guided me to where I should be. She kinda looks like a Digimon. We must have some flexibility. The Shrine of Nursery cannot ignore an ailing mother. Yes, Matriarch. I am Kef, Matriarch of the Shrine of Nursery. Simply put, I'm its caretaker. The woman with golden hair turns slowly towards the Sarkaz. Her voice is soft yet crystal clear, seemingly carefully probing. The Sarkaz sees two black horns on the woman's head, then turns her gaze to the woman's eyes. She sees an empty void underneath the intricate patterns of the eye patch. What are you? Sarkaz? Sancta? Blind too? Sarkaz, Sancta. We have known you these words of distinction. You and I, we are like you. I'm nurturing lives that I treasure. My lack of sight does not prevent me from perceiving you and the new life you carry. The anxiety and joy that it brings you. We Sarkaz don't talk this way. You're Sancta, a strange Sancta with children. Do you raise your children in that shrine of something? What kind of place is it? The Shrine of Nursery, where new life is born and nurtured. You and I stand in its shadow. A shrine. For giving birth? Birth is sacred. Each new birth is a continuation of the Lateran faith. Only in this way may we shape the future. I don't understand. Long have you wandered the wilderness. You have not enjoyed the care that a mother should. You're weak, and so is your child. Are you sure you want to leave the holy city that is so near and return to the wilderness at a time like this? Your name is Extra, madam. You don't like it? We understand the difficulties facing the Sarkaz. Many Sarkaz mothers name their children Extra, seeing them as nothing more than a little extra in their lives. The name's got nothing to do with my mom. I took it myself after I got pregnant. Who's to say who's the extra? You got a problem? You treasure your bonds with your child. You're proud of having this little extra in your life, and you want everyone to know. This is a wonderful, noble sentiment, madam. It should not be tainted by racism or hatred. I know what you fear. All people here in this abbey, Sancta, Feline, Kuranta, Lupo, and Vopo, alike bear witness. The Summit of Nations is underway. Countless outlanders from all nations have flocked to Laterano. Laterano would not be foolish enough to harm a pregnant mother with all this attention. Nods. Cast a glance. You have my word. All right. Thank you for your understanding. Let us welcome the birth of a new life together in Laterano. It will bridge a gulf and bring new meaning. This birth will be a great achievement. This is why I've come. Our Lord has guided me to where I should be. Welcome to Laterano. You're needed here. All of you. Well, she seems was nice enough.
Whatever it is you're after, I'm sure I can't help you.
I haven't said anything yet.
Alright, Senora Sancta, what do you want? Do you need your guardian gun fixed? Or do you want some custom ammo? Go out the door and turn left. You might just find one of the last firearms workshops in Pagus Michaelion that hasn't shut down yet. If you can get there before the functionaries. I signed the handover documents from the 7th Tribunal 10 minutes ago. I'd be violating the law if I did anything with this stuff now.
What if I said I want to make an explosion that would shake the city?
Not interested.
Come on, you're Master Pag, the king of gunsmiths. If anyone would want to see an explosion, it's you.
Don't butter me up with that title you just made up on the spot.
I know what you're afraid of, Master Pag. All I need is a little help. Lend me some equipment, some of your expert knowledge, to help me figure out what's going on in Laterano. I'm really anxious about all this. My boss always says nothing gets in the way of paying logistics, completing our mission, or the after party. Like, she seems fine. Like, if anything, she kind of reminds me of that one, like, more peaceful ending inside of the Assimilated Universe. You don't need to do anything. That way, you won't be violating the law, right?
Get your guardian gun away from my collection, Sancta. Besides, I know this gun. I made the damn thing.
Recognize it, don't you? Then you also know how powerful it is. I got Dr. Polo to make a new pair of glasses for you, Magister. She admonished me to no end. She says it's your punishment and keep wearing those antiques of yours. Here, try them on. Who's this? What's going on, Magister Paganini? Hey, if it isn't the quiet little girl, look how fluently you can gab now. What was your name again? Vanheim? Vanessa? Oh, I know. Vanini. See, we still got our teamwork. I remember now, you're Elle. You came to pick up your first patron firearm. Magister Paganini never lets me bother with the customers when they come to the shop. But there was such a ruckus outside that day, I couldn't help but peek. Magister Paganini found me out, though. I don't remember much else because I was so scared he was going to yell at me. Sorry. Oh, so that's why? You were afraid. Nods. Weird. I thought you looked happy. What brings you here today, Elle? Winks.
Vonnie. The 7th Tribunal came today. My workshop is...
I'm not officially a gunsmith yet. I don't actually work for the shop. It's not against the law, strictly speaking. Ooh, loophole. Can I help this customer, Magister? So, well, technically, yes. Gotcha! Senior Nurturer. Where'd you go? Romeo said you were hiding from us. Is that true?
Of course not.
Then let's play Halo. Father Anduin is very busy. How about you guys play with me?
Your Eminence. I have some private matters to attend to. I'll be back soon.
No need to be nervous. I have your leave request on file. What I really should ask is, what are you doing here with the children when you're supposed to be on leave?
I thought I had enough time for one round of Halo.
And then? Did you think the children will let you go so easily?
I'll think of something.
I've heard you're completely incapable of saying no to the children. Who could ever imagine that the first nurturer that the matriarch nurtured, one whose diligence and piety are beyond question, was once a criminal who violated the law.
I'm only attending the family gathering of a friend I've not seen in a long time, Your Eminence.
I told you, no need to be nervous. I'm not worried about you burning Laterano while blowing up a balloon or baking a cake. You wonder if this is what it looks like inside of the giant, shiny shrine? It is a big area. This is a huge hallway. I'm just curious. Why is there such a stark difference between how the matriarch sees you and your profile in the curious records?
The matriarch has never overlooked or denied my sins, Your Eminence. She simply places more importance on my understanding with her. It was before she became matriarch, our paths crossed by sheer chance, when I was taking a refuge from a catastrophe in an abandoned nomadic abbey. The matriarch may be blind, but her sense of hearing is impeccable. She caught a faint cry coming from the basement, in the midst of the deafening roar of originium dashing against the distant mountains. A mother, lying in a pool of blood, in the shadows on death's door. She attempted to intimidate the matriarch and protect her own child, but all she managed was an expression of great pain.
The mother you and the matriarch first brought to the holy city, her injuries were such that even the most determined physician would have given up hope. What made you think she would live?
I didn't even think she would last a night, but the matriarch had faith in a miracle, as though it was an inevitability. The matriarch wanted me to believe that the poor mother would find salvation thanks to us. And she did, at first, without medical training. All I could do was empathize and be by her side, caring for her in what ways I could.
You lingered in a stranded abbey for 3 months for the sake of a miracle?
Laterano needs a miracle.
And you're much more rational than I thought, both of you. Perhaps I should see you in a different light.
Certainly, if it convinces the Curia to offer greater support for the Shrine of Nurtury.
So rational, it's almost boring. Hurry along now, Nurturer Anduin. At the very least, I hope to see the nativity through without a hitch. It'll be fine, totally fine, right? Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, it'll be fine. They ain't gonna sleep here. They ain't gonna be eepy. No need to worry about the eepiness at all. This is fine so far. I gotta bring out a healer though. This will be fun getting some bonds. Shrine Swordsman. They're just standing there menacingly. Come on, move! You start moving. Get faster. I would bring out others, but Lemon deserves some time to shine. Like, look, they're doing a thing. Mission accomplished. Ta-da! Madam Extra, you must take your nutrition. I said I don't want it. If you have specific dietary requirements, we can make efforts to accommodate them. Sarcasm expletive. You think I'm a picky eater? But yes, you have beds and food, and your leader, that matriarch, said you wouldn't do anything to me. But I just don't feel comfortable.
In the wilderness, I know what can kill me and I know what I need to do to give birth to this baby. Where to hunt, how to keep warm, how to block off the entrance to my cave, and with that, I don't have to worry about myself or my baby. But here, get out. Take the food with you. I didn't touch it. I'm sure there are people who need it more in this place. I don't blame her for thinking this is kind of sus. But it seems like they're just nice. Reverend Gun Knight? Patrizion?
Yes, the matriarch was looking for me.
She's inside. A minute, please. The matriarch has been tending to the pregnant Sarkaz woman who arrived in poor shape. But it's been an hour and she still hasn't come out yet. I'm not one to speculate, but the prejudices of the past have made it difficult for many Sarkaz to accept our kindness. The matriarch has no weapons on her. I worry that...
I'll check on her.
The Gun Knight Patrizion has served Laterano for many decades. He has forgiven many Sarkaz and slaughtered many more. He has heard the Sarkaz curse in fury, crown in pain, roar in hatred, and even plead in despair, but he's never heard them pray. And yet the pregnant Sarkaz now kneels before the holy statue, her hands clasped together, stumbling over the unfamiliar words of liturgy. The matrix stands behind her, her head bowed in prayer as well. The pair bathing in the warm glow. When the Sarkaz trips over a sentence, the matriarch waits for her. All mortals desire peace and happiness, and fear, hardship, and sorrow. By the way, is Miss Matriarch an Anasa? Therefore, we stand together in prayer, regardless of race.
Matriarch, the Sarkaz.
She's only just left behind the restless life of a wanderer. Now that she's experiencing idleness for the first time in her life, all the worry she has never had time to ponder, have rushed to the surface. She simply needs to learn to comfort herself.
You taught her how to pray?
We've only recited a few verses together. Let's go somewhere where we won't disturb her.
Why have you called me here today, Matriarch?
I wanted to talk with you, to ease your troubles, but it seems like words may not be so necessary now.
Troubles? I'm not troubled.
Are you not troubled, or do you dare not be troubled? Everyone in Laterano knows that our ancient order was established in response to the prophesied calamity. As calamity descends, our order is stretched to its limit, yet no one can predict what will become of Laterano one day.
I cannot imagine it, but I have faith that it will be beautiful.
You've given too much for it. The granddaughter you never have time to be with, the old friend whose name's forgotten, and the other old friends you've exiled as guardian of order. To deny Laterano's future is to deny everything that you have given and sacrificed for it. Is to deny yourself. Oh yeah, there's no... Patia. Huh. Hopefully she's fine. And hey, hello. I feel pretty good. Just a little bit hungry. Have no fear. A sliver of the future has already revealed itself to you. If the faith of Laterano can bring comfort even to the faithless, if Sarkaz can pray side by side with Sancta. My pools have been decent, actually. I got both apple pie and lemoen, so woohoo! Then our order shall open its arms to all. There'll be no barriers, no one left behind, no unwilling partings.
Sounds like you're describing a dream.
Are we not about to lift the veil that separates dream from reality before the eyes of all? A miracle will fall this land when everyone believes that even the most fantastical dream can become reality. The nativity must go off without a hitch. Patrizion?
I'll do my best, Matriarch.
Your You're blocking the screen! Holy debt collector! You're the one who decided to sit back that far back. Not that you're missing anything if I block a few scenes. It's just 8-armed chainsaw guy after all. And stop quoting random lines from the movie. You're not on a mission or in a briefing. You're in my house. I kind of like that name. Maybe you can use it as your code name for your next mission. You got lemon but no apple pie yet? Aww. Super good luck. There's hope in the world. Not you two, Lemoine. You two sure can work together when it comes to making up bad code names. How's life as a cardinal, Lemoine? Keeping busy? Busier than when I was in a wheelchair. When was it you got out of it for good anyway? I don't remember. You don't really care much about me, do you? I'm so sad, and the only thing that can comfort me is if you let me feel your horns. Why don't you ask if Holy Debt Collector might let you touch her ear plumage? Go ahead, I don't mind. I never thought it'd be the Summit of Nations that brought us back together after all this time. It's like every Lateran out there got called back to the city. I can understand Legati like Mosima getting recalled, but the old man brought me back when I was in the middle of a high-priority mission to Sargon. Say, where's your grandpa anyway? He's the one throwing the party, right? Should be back soon. Who knows what he's up to? All he said was that since he was retiring, he wanted to make an important announcement while everyone's still here.
It's nice to see the kids having fun when I get home from work. Makes me feel 10 years younger.
That still makes you really old, Patrician. I didn't realize that he was gonna be her grandpa, though. Like, dang. Reverend Gunnight.
Now, are you angry at me for being late, Via? I had to turn the office upside down trying to find this thing.
What's in the package, Reverend?
Open it, find out for yourself.
I never would have thought they were related. Wow, a guardian gun? Looks like it's been around for a while. Patrician, unless my eyes deceive me.
The first patron firearm I ever had. I picked it when I was 12. It stayed with me for over a decade, until I became a gun knight. Soon, it'll become a true relic when firearms workshops fade into the history of Laterano. Take it, Fia.
What?
A little token. Think of it as fulfilling an old man's wish. As your mentor, your guardian, some of what I did was, how should I put it, regrettable. You know you weren't the only student I cared for, but I was never a licensed teacher. The other one should have walked a better path.
Aurella, the gun knight who killed her cohort? That's a whole different thing. If I never walked that better path, it's not because of anything so drastic.
It's because you don't have the little what's-its I have over my head, I know. But I took you in precisely because you were a library.
You never told me that. What regret are you trying to make up for this time?
I didn't want to tell you. The loss of a friendship made me realize that I never truly knew a library. I thought I was too clumsy. I thought I could learn to get along with the library. But I was never very good at it. I worried about your nerves that were constantly on edge, about your obsession over the accident, the anger that boiled within you, and how you struggled to fit in. But I never knew how to guide you. For the Songja, empathy is a window that helps us understand each other. For you, it became a wall that kept you out.
Hold it, right there. Do old people always get so sentimental?
Haha, you don't get it. What I'm trying to tell you is that everything is going to change after the Summit of Nations. The prohibition on patron firearms for non-Sangta will be lifted, along with other rules like it. The law's acceptance of the library will extend far beyond just allowing you to live in the holy city. We will truly become one people, Fia.
Do you think it's enough to just issue a few edicts, close a few workshops, build a shrine, and take in some wanderers?
See? That's your first reaction. It means that deep down, you want to share true understanding with Lemuen, with Mosima, with us. You understand, Fia. Then, if you're willing, you can take my place and become a true gun knight, or go and do whatever else you want to. Things that were once open only to the Sancta. When that day comes, your friends will be there to bear witness, as they do now. Now, take your guardian gun for a spin.
Fiametta does not fully understand what the old man said, and her two friends say nothing, but everyone present smiles at her. Fiametta raises the old patron firearm. She's held many grenade launchers in her time, but she feels a strange sensation come over her as she touches the gun's barrel, like a terrestrial creature touching the sea for the first time. You might see the parallel for Budrukasti and Yelena. It's cute how he's trying to be like, you know what? I'm sorry for not hanging around you as much as I should have, granddaughter. Here you go, present for you. This is cute. She cannot tell if the indescribable connection among the Sanctas has opened itself to her, or if it is simply a reaction to Patrician's words.
We're born different, Fia, but our paths must eventually converge. Nothing makes an old man happier than recognition from his child.
Fiametta holds the gun tightly and lines up the sights of the door. Surprise! Oh, that would have been so funny if she accidentally shot him. Like, oops. And he has some bread in his bag? Other groceries? What a party. And a potential good thumbnail.
Fiametta, it's been a while.
Did you invite him, Lemuen? I knew he was coming, that's all.
It was I who invited him. Letting go of hatred is also part of achieving true understanding.
Thanks, Grandpa. Well, Gramps, you shouldn't have. Is there anything I can help with, Elle? To make up for me not recognizing you? Not so fast. There's a few things about Laterano I'm really interested in. It's been a long time since I've been here. Oh? When did the Curia decide to shut down every firearms workshop in the city? It was recent. The edict was sent to all the workshops in the city on the same day. It wasn't that much of a surprise. Arms control has been around for as long as I could remember, and it was about time they turned their attention to reforming gun control after all these years. Don't you find it strange? Should I? Magister Paganini said that there was nothing unusual about shops shutting down and opening up. He'd been talking about closing up for years. But this is a firearms workshop. Does it make a difference? This is where all Sanctas meet their guardian guns. Have all of you forgotten the meaning of Sancta's patron firearm? A Sancta's patron firearm carries? Well... Elle, what are you doing? Ooh. Apple Pie takes out the patron firearm and puts it on the workbench. She smoothly disassembles it. From the magazine to the barrel, to the action, to the case ejector. I'm not a terrorist or some kind of super mercenary. I just know my guns like I know my own joints. Yeah, I'd be upset. I'd be like, wow, Gramps. So you barely hang out with me? You throw me a party, I'm so excited to see you. You give me a nice gun, and then you reveal that you're bringing my enemy? Like, wow, Gramps. Way to ruin a party. I remember how I came into possession of each and every gun. Yes, all of them. But the one that left the deepest impression on me was the first one, when I stepped into this little shop along with my parents and my sister. Exia's hands do not slow down even as she continues talking. My sister told me that every Sanctus has their very own patient firearm or guardian gun, the same as we are born with our unique halos. So picking a guardian gun is like making a friend. We place our trust and empathy, open our hearts to one another, and learn to get along. You were what, 4 or 5 years old at the time? You were tiny, didn't have a halo, and you couldn't even talk. We didn't even notice you. By the time we knew you were there, you had your hands on a scope that I had picked, feeling it with a face full of curiosity. Well, Magister Paganini said that he found me in the gardens of an Ecclesia Requitum, and brought me back to this workshop. I seemed to have problems with speech, and he thought I was mute at first. It took a few years for me to be able to put a few syllables together. I caused him so many headaches. I was never the kind of kid he could be proud of. I sneaked out in the day without even knowing why, and I was so anxious I almost cried. Put your hands in it, Vani, just like old times. Huh? Tentatively, Vanini puts her hand on it. Master Pag put my hand-picked parts together. My mind filled with thoughts when I held it in my hand. Protect my parents and sister, make new friends, have the coolest graduation ceremony in Laterano. It told me I could do all that. You felt it, didn't you? The stuff you said just said wasn't what I remembered at all, Vani. I remember that I picked my guardian gun with a little girl I didn't know. We watched the Phi-MDs across the street, used the barrel as a talk tube. She didn't talk, but I could feel what was in her heart when we played together with the parts. That's why I knew she was happy when I saw her written eyes at the end. This is our secret. That's why I didn't say anything to my sis when I asked if I was bullying you. But when she asked if I was bullying you, for me, that wasn't the day I made one friend. It was the day I made two. Apple Pie brandishes her gun, which she has already reassembled, and smiles at the young apprentice gunsmith. Vanini has her eyes fixed on Apple Pie. That sense of confidence and pride that was on her face throughout the process. Vanini cannot tell where the confidence and pride came from. It is almost like Apple Pie is saying, I'm a Sancta, and this is a Sancta thing. What is it, Vani? Well, basically, I recreated what happened, and you still don't remember anything? Shakes head. But I believe you, Elle. Uh-huh. I was really sad when Magister Paganini told me this workshop would have to close. I thought it was because I've lived here for so long with them that I didn't want to leave. I believe about this link, you say patient firearms bring us, Elle, even though it means that something has happened to the holy city that I can't comprehend. Yeah. How can I help? You've been in the firearms workshop for so long, surely you've got a way to help me make an explosion that will shake the city?
Is Fia alright?
Mosima's with her. You know what she's like, it's not so easy for her to forgive.
What about Anduane?
He left.
If there's anyone who has a right to be angry, it will be you, Lemoine. You're the one who suffered the most.
I can't argue with that, Reverend, but all emotions change with time. In the 5 years that I spent in that coma, Anduane served his sentence in a nomadic abbey, traveling across Terra, offering assistance to our scattered kin as his way of atoning. Finally, he decided to come back to Laterano, reintegrating as an ordinary nurturer. Laterano needs him, and he deserves a second chance.
I'm glad you think that way. What was it you wanted to talk to me about?
Still, Fiametta, you know she insisted on taking firearms courses when she was in school. She was always the first to show up for class and the last to leave the firing range. She loved guns in a way nobody could ever doubt, even though she never learned to use one. But when you give your gun, and that speech, that look in her eyes. I couldn't tell if it was doubt or disappointment, but the one thing I know is that it wasn't pure joy.
Is that right? I thought she would be happy, at least before Anduin showed up. I still don't understand how she feels after all these years.
Bro, it's because he rarely talked to her. He's like, I remember when she was a kid, she liked guns. Your announcement took me by surprise, let alone Fiametta. The prohibition on patron firearms for non-sancta will be lifted, along with other rules like it, that part. Yet the arms control that we've been pushing for so long has only now come to its most important stage.
You mean the two policies conflict?
What I want to ask is, have you received any further revelations? Have greater goals been bestowed upon our arms control work?
The goals never change. All forms of control exist so that everyone will be able to use guns more efficiently, more wisely. The firearms workshops have a long history, but also plenty of flaws. Gunsmiths and customers both put way too much energy into them, trying to make each and every gun unique. Once the shrine of gunsmithing in Pagus Mycelian starts operating for real, Laterano will be able to provide armed support to all nations and all races, when we have to.
If the goals never change, why do the changes of the present seem so sudden, so out of place?
Maybe because we're not so great at imagining the future. You're right that the matriarch has bestowed a greater revelation upon me. All will partake of the same revelation at the nativity. When the time comes, it won't be just you and Fia. Millions of people will gain insight into the future, both inside and outside Laterano.
Yeah, he should just go traveling now. He's retiring anyways.
You're sharp, Lemoine, and I'm sure you understand that our first priority is to make sure that the nativity goes off without a hitch.
I will continue to hunt the criminal trying to blow things up at this important time. And now we're at the street. Sup, Anduin?
Leave now. I don't want to see your face.
In the end, the gathering parted on less than pleasant terms. He had spent much time mulling over Patrician's invitation before accepting it. He was not unprepared for what might happen, but with the new dawn about to break in Laterano, he decided to come and visit old friends for reasons that he could not, or would not, put into clear words. What will become of the past once the new Laterano comes? He wanted a confirmation, nothing more. The wind brings a cloud that casts a tiny shadow on a corner of the street. Anduin frowns. He takes a few steps and stops and waves over a confessional. Automated confessional. Confess 47 at your service. Please insert your Signa Creditorium or Citizen credit card before beginning your confession. I wonder how much it costs.
Sorry, I just remembered that I have something else I need to do.
He's like, I forgot my wallet. Sorry.
It's you.
Oh, look at the different years. Is something the matter? Were you being followed? Was that why you waved over a confessional to check your surroundings? Do we need to call the guards?
No, I guess I was just imagining things. Were you looking for me?
The matriarch has returned to the shrine of nursery. We came to take you back. He must be an extra sad boy after being rejected. And oh, look who's following. Like, Anduin, why do you leave me behind?
Welcome back, Cardinal Lemoine. Here are the handover documents for 5 firearms workshops in Pagus Faber. This one's owner, Paganini, has signed the papers.
Good work.
The Nobunaga Hall can take the rest.
Speaking of which, there are some exceptional circumstances with the workshop on Via Borgos. The owner, Paganini, has an apprentice who is going to take her qualification exam. The courier will have to provide some form of compensation now that the shop has been shut down. Her name is Vanini, I think. I happened to pass her by when I left. She had fiery red hair and a bright smile on her face. A really sunny disposition.
Ah, yes, Vanini. Via Burgos. Sounds familiar. Look at the files on your terminal, Amos. The description does not fit Vanini.
Oh,
It's alright, maybe just a passerby. You said she was a sancta with fiery red hair?
She had a hood up, but we were walking towards each other. I got a good look.
Elle? Why? 'Cause you invited her?
友人たちが祝福を囁いている。私たちの勝利だ、ドクター。
I guess red hair is kind of rare there, huh? And this will probably be the last one of the night since these are pretty long. Worship. The dream has transformed our lives, and there are clues hidden within that allow us to recognize it. Yay, I have a few sages I can farm. For options, woohoo! The ends of the earth, lounge lungmen. Oh, back to the bar.
What are you doing here, Apple Pie?
What are you doing here? The lounge is closed.
I just ended up here, not sure how. An indentured employee's instincts, I suppose. I thought I might as well clean up, so long as I'm here.
Oh, I'll clean it up. I saw that they were gifts for me, so I opened them. A crystal ball? This must be Bison. Wait, Mountain Dash Logistics has already expanded into Sharp Pocket? What is this whole stack of coupon vouchers? The more you buy, the more you save. The more you save, the more you buy. Does Croissant want me to clean out the mall? Yeah. I thought they were working together too. Silver Syracusan Tour live album. A chance encounter. Did she forget to send a couple of tickets? It's either she's like, wait a second, why is Elle here? Or like, Elle, how did you get caught so easily? Carnival mask. This one's gotta be from Texas. It's a little tight, not great. This brush. Is it a gift from the boss, or does he want me to use it to clean his vinyls for him? Hey, Yeth. What kind of hair do you think the brush is made from?
Looks lupo to me.
Say, why are Boss and Texas still in Nova Volsini when the Carnival's already over? I got back from Sargon only to find the shop totally empty. Not a soul in sight.
Texas said she was setting up panel logistics operations over there. As for Emperor, he and his friends have some other matters to attend to. Matters besides recording sessions, parties, and employee training.
Gotcha. Well, I guess it's all the same if I report to you.
Oh?
Give me a sec. I'm almost done filling it out.
Filling what out?
My leave request. I want to take a really long break, so I figured I should go through the formal procedures.
Apple Pie?
You know I took the Sargonian job, right?
Sargon. Mosima was assigned to the area as a legatus, wasn't she?
Bingo! Mosima told me that the one who did those things to Sis and her is back in Laterano. The one Sis hoped would never show his face again. She hasn't fully recovered, but she's joined the Curia. Truth or secret, the events of the past have once again brought them together. The things that I came to Lungman to find out.
You're going back to Laterano?
Of course. Can't very well wait for my sis to come and see me. Texas, Sora, Bison, Croissant, even the boss, of all people, are busy right now. All good things must come to an end, as they say. Never forget your roots. That's Penguin Logistics corporate culture, isn't it?
On display every day, but correct, in principle.
Keep these gifts safe for me. Tell my friends that I'll be back once everything is taken care of.
Is that your ride?
What? No way. I only decided.
Apple pie.
Hi guys, what's up?
This just arrived at the office.
Classified files from the land ship? Ooh, so it's a Rhodes Island mission maybe. I'm exhausted. I came all this way only to get caught up in one strange thing after another. My head's spinning. Good work, but we need to move quicker. Oh yeah, it could have been, just a family reunion. Without a second thought, the curious treating the explosion as a terror attack, targeting the Summit of Nations. Who would have thought that a harmless confessional would be a top-notch spy? Good work. I'll give you a pat on your speakers. Which is to say, you're a wanted fugitive right now. I know. With Bunny's help, though, our bombs can now snap 3 pillars with one blast. There's a long way to go, but pick the right pillar, and a bomb like this, can topple an entire building. The shrine is bigger than any building that exists on Terra. You must familiarize yourself with its layout. I don't suppose they'll let me in if I say I'm a fervent believer who wants to pay daily respects to it. The shrine is heavily guarded. Even confessionals cannot easily enter. No big deal. If there's a problem, find a solution. If there's no problem, make a problem. Never take a boring order. That's Penguin Logistics corporate culture. Your passion and perseverance are extraordinary, but you have a hard time hiding your thoughts. You should not disturb those you know before it is time, even if it's my sister, right? That only motivates me more. I'll solve this problem, if for no other reason than to see my sis sooner. It's time to go, Elle. I know, Vani. That apprentice. I've only met her a couple of times, but when it comes to this, I know I can trust her. I can already guess what you're worried about, but, well, it's hard to explain the connection between sanctas. Anyway, no need to worry. In that case, this confession has come to a close. Have a nice day. Hopefully no one gets hurt, though. Because if they want to destroy a building, whatever. As long as it doesn't fall on others, because oh gosh, that'd be so bad. Especially since it's a place full of children and pregnant ladies. Like, that's not good.
Why do comfort bells keep ringing? It's the 2 nurseries up ahead. Strange. There should be other nurturers in charge of them. Ugh.
The giant milk bottles on each side of the corridor suddenly fall, knocking Anu out cold.
Situation.
He's unconscious, but alive. What kind of baby would need a milk bottle this big? It's heavy enough to give a full-grown burden beast a concussion.
Anyways, for the best. Less commotion this way.
What do we do next? Do you peek inside or...
This is a strange place. You carry him. The rest of you, stand your guard. We're getting out of this bloody place the way we came in. Leader's waiting outside. We'll get this guy to answer our questions once he wakes up.
Gotcha. Like a wind from nowhere, the comfort bells that rang quietly in the corridor, and the nursery suddenly began ringing. It is not a sound to put babies to sleep.
is a cacophonous, unceasing, a loud alarm.
Damn.
Alert cancelled. Clean up the scene. Don't let the children see it. Take Nurture and away into his room. They saved him. And Dwayne, you're awake.
What happened?
Intruders, but the guards caught them. It looks like your hunch was right. You were being followed.
They were after me?
You're the chosen nurturer. They must have the nativity in their sights.
Who are the intruders?
Just some wayward souls.
Wayward souls?
What I mean is, I don't know who they are. Our siblings will pick up the investigation. You know better than anyone else how important the nativity is. Stay safe and enjoy some rest.
Were you frightened?
Pants anxiously.
Lean against my arm. No need to fear. It's the comfort bells. You will not hear those terrible sounds here. No hunter's whistles, no roaring tuskbeasts, no rumbling of originium tides.
Bones weakly. Wow, when you're fighting in his boss battle, he gave lots of trouble, especially his high physical and arts dodge. He is strong against that, but he's weak against baby bottles. Baby bottles are his true weakness.
I'm here. I'm always here. I can feel how much you want to keep living with this life within you. As do I. Soon, everyone will hope for the same. There'll be no more fighting, no more conflict. Everyone will join together in paradise. Everyone will walk together with you.
What do you mean? She just vanished without a trace. We just cut the wheat. I had everyone take a little break after lunch. She said she wanted to play her cello. And I let her. She came to this leeward ridge, not too far away. We could hear her music all this time, so I didn't think too much of it. Then, when you came to find her, she was nowhere to be seen. What is this? Some kind of paranormal activity? Paranormal activity right at the door of a monastery. It would make a nice movie. What I mean is, no need to panic. You can still hear the music, can't you? Perhaps Arturi just went deeper into the wheat fields. Musicians can be an unpredictable lot. Take some and go up front. I'll handle things here. Examine the other scarecrows, sister. You should find a device like this on their necks. Who are you?
Executor Federico of the Notarile Hall. I came from my regular visit of the prisoner Arturia.
The young executor opens his palm. There's a paper dragonfly sitting on it, flapping its wings at a regular frequency to create pleasant music. Paper dragonfly?
A form of musical arts. The prisoner must have learned it in Lithuanian.
She used a page from the Saint's Travels.
This detail is not important. What is important is that I am now certain that Arturia is no longer under observation. She's escaped.
I surmise as much. Arturia is an important individual, is she not?
Based on the amount of resources that the Notarile Hall has committed, from issuing a warrant to achieving her apprehension, yes.
Latin Monastery has only recently regained its standing with the Curia and gotten out of the red. And this executor caught us on the spot. There's no way we can quietly bring Arturia back now.
I can hear you, sister.
Anyway, I must report this to the Curia immediately.
There'll be no need for that, sister. The Notarile Hall will take over from here. I was the one who apprehended Arturia. I will catch her before she can do any true harm. There'll be no need for Latin Monastery to file a report.
That's not what the procedures say, is it? I see. You never intended to report this, did you? This is an awfully convenient coincidence. You came for this. You knew Arturia would escape.
No comment.
Arturia was just like you. It was like she had realized something and spoke in cryptic terms. If you won't let me report this, Senior, then I must join you in your pursuit of Artoria. Land and monastery is very important to me, and I won't let it come to harm. The executor flicks deftly with his finger, and the paper dragonfly turns back into a creased paper. The music disappears, and the fields are once again quiet. What are you doing?
Retaining evidence. The sound I was making would have obstructed our investigation. Your request complies with the regulations of the Executor's Handbook. I hereby approve of the request to join the hunt for the fugitive. Come.
You're just as strange as Artoria, only in a much different way. And now we're back to the city. I've seen it standing like that every day, but when you get up close... How is it so crazy tall? What are these gill-like scales? Where do these bone-like passages lead? And what's with this flowing color on the wall? It's like when you throw up after you eat blueberry pudding made with soup water. I'm getting sick just looking at it. How do you know you throw up after eating blueberry pudding made with soup water? Just a little practical joke that didn't go the way I intended. Not the most pleasant of memories, but it almost brings a smile, thinking back to it now. Back then, we could tell the difference between a practical joke and a serious stuff. And we didn't build strange structures like this with true blue religious fervor. What even is it anyway? Some kind of massive biological organ? This place feels familiar. I must have been here before, but I can't tell whether it used to be a bakery, a chapel, or a munitions market. It's like this huge shrine has always been here. It feels weird. Does your head hurt? It's not that hard to understand. Imagine your favorite patisserie, which you visit once every few days, whether it's for a party or just because your sweet tooth is aching. When you happen to pass by it today, you can't resist. But when you bite into the milfil you just bought, everything feels different. You wonder if they got a new patissier. Then you look up and find the whole storefront is different. But it's pretty much just like that, right? Yeah, wow. I couldn't put my feelings into words like that at all. But when did that milfil become different? No idea. It seems to have just changed when I got back from Lungmen. I saw the shrine standing there as soon as I came out of the port. Say, how did I miss something this big from outside the city? Shh, Elle. Over there. All patrols form up. Guard these halls in 3-term squads. Shifts change every 3 hours. We must not allow any further intrusions into the shrine. No attacks on the nurturers. Understood. Since when did the pontifical cohorts Lateran wear such distinctive uniforms? Wait, the Scaly's cape. Are these guards just for the Shrine of Nurtury? There are too many of them. Not sure how to get past. They've blocked off all the paths. What do we do? They really amped up the security. We're here.
Is this the place where extras resting?
Yes, we can arrange for visits if you so desire. Dedicated nurturers have been assigned to her. She'll receive the best possible care until she gives birth. What about us? 13 nomadic abbeys with patients in the 4 figures. The Pagus Ambrosius that you put us in doesn't have any hospitals or sanatoriums. The Summit of Nations, with all of its attendees, has stretched Laterano's medical resources to its limits.
So,
taking in pregnant women already represents exceptional circumstances. That's understandable. Ooh. Well, the Rhodes Island people approached her, so I'm assuming that they're the ones who kind of gave her this mission. Or let her know of it. And for the ones who attacked Anduin, I want to say they're probably a separate faction. Or else they would have been helping her already. However, you have come out here out of trust in Laterano, and Laterano must repay that trust. The Shrine of Nursery is not scheduled to open in the public until after the Nativity. Most of the rooms are unoccupied at this time, and our nurturers have received basic medical training. The matriarch has already discussed this with the Curia. The Shrine of Nursery will take in our friends from outside on a temporary basis until more permanent arrangements can be made. The guards will escort you to your rooms. I must remain here as more patients are expected to arrive. The Lord's blessing be upon Laterano and upon all. See, there's a way. Don't tell me. We're sick, we need help. Cough, cough, cough. Okay, only a few sleepy areas, it's not too bad. I don't feel this, or fear the sleepy areas. Alrighty. This is fine. I'll bring Lemon out soon. Yeah, she can stay here. That's fine. Bonk. And then I'll put the rash here. And at this point, you're pretty much prepared. Shrine Marksman. Spooky scary. It's gonna be nice to be able to level them up properly. So they're doing good for being level, what, 21? Like surprisingly well for level 31. I mean 21. Bonk. Ta-da! So far, so good. Salve. Cardinal Velev. It's been a while. Not Cardinal anymore. I'm just an ordinary clerk in the Shrine of Nurturing now. Just Velev then? Anyway, it seems like your fingerprints are all over it. What do you mean? The security measures I saw my way from the streets, they could go toe-to-toe with the Pontifical Course. I have to earn my keep after all. Anyway, it looks like I guessed right. What? It was indeed you who came to review our security, even though this is a job that usually reserved for Nobunaga Hall executors, or the Gun Knights and Pontifical Corps. I'm still investigating the bombing that happened a couple days ago. I'm not exactly an outsider. I wasn't instructed to take the bomb investigation into account when planning security. Besides, your investigation hasn't exactly turned up anything concrete, has it? Unless you mean to tell me you came because it was Anduin who was attacked? Are you going to chide me that I should be thinking of the whole city, the whole holy city, as a cardinal of the Seventh Tribunal, and not about my personal relationships? We know just what kind of person you are. Sharp, astute, decisive, all traits that served you well at the consistory. But we also know that when these virtues of yours are most prominently displayed. I remember the reasons why you joined the Pontifical Cohort's commandos, Cardinal Lemoine. I read the report. Huh? Did you really? Do you really? I've forgotten. You didn't really have any interest in the commandos. You just went to see Fiametta, didn't you? And Anduin. Really? That I didn't know. I thought you meant after you joined the commandos. We met before that. It seemed like he had come from a faraway place, walking on foot. His clothes were tattered, and he himself was just as ragged. He sat on a bench in front of the chapel, still unmoving, looking more like a statue than the actual statues on the saints on the roadside.
That was the first time Mosima and I saw him. We met Fiametta at the midnight movies. We hit it off quickly. Ando had trouble fitting in, having grown up outside the holy city. Fiametta, stubborn girl that she is, was in another one of those fights with her grandpa. Mosima and I wanted to see them. They didn't know each other beforehand, and the other Sanctas probably didn't intend to isolate them, but either way, the end result was the two of them were the only ones left behind in the rubber bullet roulette that was the commando's initiation. And so you beat up everyone else on the scene. You and Mosima filled out your applications right there, becoming the last four-man squad at that initiation. You ended up being the most active and most coordinated squad in the force until the incident. There's a lot I admire about you, Lemuel, but I must remind you, as a cardinal, the holy city must be your first, foremost, and only concern. To me, the holy city begins with a long list of familiar names. So much for reminiscing. The Seventh Tribunal knows our duty. If you really think of yourself as an ordinary clerk, then maybe I should pay a visit to the matriarch personally. She's right up ahead, isn't she? Hey there, matriarch. Hi. Lemon spots the one she came to see. The golden-haired Sancta stands under a porch. She's praying, anxious, her breathing is rapid, and she trembles visibly. Lemon can feel herself overwhelmed by her counterpart's raging emotions. Apple Pie herself thinks that its strength looks unnatural. Makes you ask a question considerable. How large it is, it must have taken some time to build. Yet Lemon, someone who has stayed in Laterano, felt odd looking at the building. Makes you ask, was it really built in the first place? As if common sense is skewed for now, that is your speculation on the situation so far? Well, things are fishy like heck. Even Apple Pie compared it to fish scales. So, Church of the Deep stuff. Matriarch? I overheard your conversation with Velev. Cardinal Lemoine, pardon my inability to converse calmly at this time. What's in there? A Sarkaz's mother. She spent much time in the wilderness and declined food for 2 days after she arrived. She is not in good shape. Our nurturers are doing their best. She suffers from fear and anxiety. She does not want to give in to the pain, and continues to struggle, her struggle to stay awake. She is praying, awake, praying that her child will be born safely. All I can do is empathize and pray with her. You can empathize with a Sarkaz? Yes, Cardinal. As you worry for my outpouring of emotion, it is clear as the innate empathy between you and I. Empathy. A blessing that the Lord has bestowed upon me, perhaps in place of my sight, or perhaps simply because this place was built by Laterano to welcome new life. Here our faith is strengthened and expanded. Here, there are no barriers, no limits. Putting in that light, it is our own people who need this place the most. Oh gosh, if the Church of the Deep is involved, it's smart not to eat the food. Sunlight shines through the stained glass, illuminating the empty and solemn hall. The massive statue stands with its palms together, looking down on the two tiny sanctas beneath it. It's certainly a special place. I've seen plenty of statues in all sorts of poses, holding a gun and ready to shoot, but it's the first time I've seen one like this, and it takes some getting used to. Compared to the so-called Lateran statues that line the hills of Bolivar or the shores of Iberia, these statues seen in Laterano are the more incomprehensible cardinal. Paradise has shaped our faith, so peculiar that it has become somewhat distorted. The souls of the living praying for survival, as they traverse catastrophe and suffering, such is the most basic face of faith. Look at all the baby bottles. Matriarch, blessings to you. The mother's condition is stabilized. We have given her medicine and nutrition. She's sleeping now. That is comforting to hear. She's expecting soon. Please keep a close eye on her, and do not let yourselves grow complacent. Yes, Matriarch.
Praise be to the Lord. I can feel the relief and joy coming from the bottom of your heart. Thank you for your companionship, Cardinal. I hope empathy did not cause my anxiety to affect you. I'm not so weak. Besides, your words were inspiring to an extent. You mentioned that you only came here later? Yes. Long had I wandered the wilderness, my companions withered in the mud. In order to find Laterano? No, at the time I never imagined that there would be such a city upon this land, but our shared vision finally helped me locate it. Our encounter here and now was written in fate. It is a blessing to be able to serve Laterano and my kindred after all this time, frail as I may be. I have a friend who works here. He also comes from afar. In Laterano today and Laterano tomorrow, everyone must and will find their own place and play their own roles. Only then can we hope to fend off calamity. It seems we've gotten sidetracked. If there's been an attack on the nurturers, the 7 Tribunal is happy to work with the Shrine of Nurtury in implementing security measures to ensure that the nativity goes off without a hitch. I understand your worry for your friend and your curiosity about the shrine. As I said though, we must all find our own place and play our own roles. And there I was thinking our chat was going nicely. Looks like I've been summarily rejected, haven't I? I wonder when they met up. Matriarch and Andeline. I'm sorry for your loss. I should have brought a few wheat stalks if I only knew this had happened.
Wheat stalks?
For funerals at the Lateran Monastery, we weave a lara out of wheat stalks and place it upon the departed's coffin. In this way, the soul of the departed will be comforted by the scent of bread and beer on the other side.
Thank you, kind sister. My brother and I were exiled by the General Chamber of Commerce because we were afflicted with neuropathy and did not have the skill to participate in night sports. We came all this way to Laterano only for his condition to worsen and take his life. But the Curia helped bury him, allowing him to die with dignity. There was even a passing sancta who played a requiem for him.
I see. Played a requiem, eh?
Was a sancta female with long, straight black hair, playing a cello with an unusual shape. Yes. She played for you. Were you subject to any hallucinations or any psychological discomfort? What do you mean by discomfort? I know it made me cry. It was my brother after all.
Senior Executor, I thought we agreed that I would do the questioning.
Other executors in the Notarial Hall will soon be here to take these refugees to Pagus Ambrosius. We do not have much time. They are not suspected of any crimes, and did not find any complex interrogation techniques to be necessary.
I visited Lungman and Victoria when I was promoting Landon Monastery, and I saw many people like them. They were forced to leave home due to unfortunate circumstances. Their previous dealings with the police have made them... Executors are more or less police, right?
There's no need. You guys took in outsiders with neuropathy like us, even though I heard you used to kick your own infected out. So right now, I don't have anything against the Lateran government. Besides, this gentleman here looks like a decent fellow. Is there something wrong with the black-haired sancta you were asking about? Without permission, she left the monastery where she was under observation. We've tracked her here. She's a prisoner? I thought she was an official from your... what's that? 6th Tribunal? Why did you think that? She asks us about the abbey after the funeral, whether there were any equipment in disrepair, any safety hazards, any supplies that we were short on. She made it a point to ask if anyone who recently entered Laterano had disappeared, especially any pregnant women.
Doesn't sound like Arturia just happened to pass by. She's on a mission? How did it go? You know the answer. The matriarch's response was just like yours. Don't poke your head into other people's business. Hehe. I know you have good intentions, Lemoine, but you're also showing that you don't trust me. I beg your understanding. The Shrine of Nurtury, this great structure that casts a shadow over Laterano,
which no one's quite sure when it came to be. You, Reverend Patrician, and the matriarch promised that this will be the birthplace of the future. Even the suspect behind the bombing seems interested in it. How can the Seventh Tribunal, responsible for intelligence and national security, ignore something so prominent? Of course, I understand. Excuse me? Ah, the totally not suspicious looking one with the shadow on their face. The nurturer leads the group past. Their footsteps echo through the empty hall. The people in the procession come from many different races. None of them speak, but all glance up and down at this unfamiliar space. Lemon steps aside to let them pass. What is it, Cardinal Lemoine? Nothing. What I mean is, curiosity killed the feline. I guess I should expect a complaint from my predecessor if I continue to insist. I wonder if she recognized apple pie. It's like, ah, she's in here. Whatever. Like you say, you don't need my help, so good luck dealing with my sister. Have fun. Tee-hee-hee. I expected something silly based on the enlightened pacifiers. The mystery. I'm hoping that no one's gonna get hurt inside of the nursery. And let me see what kind of items I can get. Wow, it's all the same. Beautiful. Fantastic. Wonderful. It's all the same cost, so... oh, it's fine. I guess it's because that thing just appeared out of nowhere. And that Laterano's changing a lot. Like, for me, the change isn't too bad. Welcoming everyone into the place, I think, is fine. Like, it's sad about closing down the gunsmiths, but at the same time... okay, yeah, that's like the one thing that's like the most sad to me right now. But otherwise, letting people in is fine. And taking care of them, that's good. Though, hopefully nothing bad's gonna happen to the soon-to-be mothers, because oh no. They seem very, very interested in the babies. So uh-oh. Hopefully all will be well. Fingers crossed. The obsession with mothers is the only thing that's off. Like a place appearing out of nowhere. To me, that's okay. But the thing with the mother is like, ooh, oh no. Please be fine. Especially for like that one sarcasm lady who's just like, I don't trust you guys. And held off for the longest time for eating the food. So please don't become corrupted. But I'll continue the event more Saturday. Woohoo! I'll just be farming these stages. Like, it's easy enough to farm at least. Gotta gain my bonds up with Lemuin especially. But now I'll think about what I want to eat. I know there should be cake. I might just eat cake for dinner. I know it's kind of bad, but if there's nothing else, let me eat cake. So that being said, thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of the day and epic gacha luck. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. I hunger. I need sustenance. Salad was not enough today.